And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Monday live stream where I answer your questions about cell phone plans. I help you get the best deal on the latest devices, help you figure out which plan is worth switching to or which plan you should avoid. This is one of my favorite times of the week, and we have so many friendly faces in the chat. We have Jordan here. We've got Zelfantastico777X. Scott is here. Great to see you, Scott. Jose, welcome. Great to see you. Voodoo1013, great to see you here as always. Iceberg is here, breaking the ice, I guess. Welcome. Great to see you. Max is here. Great to see you in the chat, Max. Kitsune, cheers, Stetson. Cheers, Kitsune. Great to see you here as well. Gabriel is here. Hello, hello. Welcome. We've got Taylor. Taylor, welcome to a Monday live stream. Great to see you. Dominic is here. I was in the chat, so great to see I'm here too. Curray, what is up? What is up? How are you guys doing today? Chase is here. Welcome, Chase. Rich, ISP Tech, hello. Long time no see, ISP Tech. Hope you guys are doing well. Rich, what is up, buddy? Thecor, hello, hello. Big Tank, hello. Kevin, welcome. Sonic, the anonymous hedgehog, great to see you. Lab Time Logic, hello, hello. David, how's it going? Sigma Financial Group, hello, hello. Brandon June, welcome. We have some questions starting off. Jordan, first person in the chat, very early. Jordan, what was that? Like an hour before the live stream started. Shout out to you. Are you considering the iPhone Fold when it finally comes out, or are you going to stick with the Pro iPhone models? This is a fantastic question. One for both the heart and the soul, and also the wallet. I mean, if you think about it, Samsung has been selling their foldable for about $2,000. Apple usually charges a premium or is going to match that, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was $2,200, $2,400, maybe even $2,500 for a folding phone from Apple. So we will see what the price is like on that, but will I buy one? Probably. I'd say high probability. I mean, it's going to be so cool. How could you not? You've got to try it out. Experience the latest and greatest. See what they're doing. I mean, I've got the iPhone Air here. This is a technological marvel from my perspective. I know Samsung kind of beat Apple to the punch with their Galaxy Edge, but this is just like, it is so thin. It is so... Honestly, what's most impressive about the iPhone Air, it's not the thinness. It is the lightness. It's how light this device is. I mean, when you pick it up, it is just such a substantial difference versus any other device. We've got the Pro Max model phone here, and the Pro Max, I mean, it's a Pro phone. It's a tank, but it is hefty. And when you compare these two, it's so hard to show on camera. You really got to go to an Apple store or a Best Buy or a carrier store, experience these in person. They're just, they're so cool to try out. And the same goes for all of Samsung's latest folding phones. I mean, you got to try them out. What will get me to, so I'll probably try the Fold, but ultimately, like, why do I buy the Pro model iPhones? It's for those 3 rings right there, the cameras. I love having the full Pro camera array, so that might be what I stick to, because I always like having the best cameras in my pockets. Alan is saying, I don't like folds. I prefer the flips. Alan, that's so fair. The flips actually give you, they're way more pocketable. They're easier to manage. They're super light. That's very valid. Scott, $2,500 and no Face ID is going to hurt. Is that true? Is there going to be no Face ID? I mean, they do have the button on the side, the camera control. Face ID is so nice. I really like it. Voodoo1013, don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. I like it. I like it. Visible base versus US mobile base. This is a fantastic question. Lap Time Logic, this comes down to one thing, and it is what network is best in your area. So between these two plans, right? Visible base is a fantastic, let's go ahead and add the screen to the live stream right now. Visible base is one of the best value plans on the Verizon network. Actually, you know what? I think we should throw in a plot twist here, because really it's not visible base versus US mobile base. It would be total 5G unlimited versus versus visible base, or excuse me, versus US Mobile base. So let's do US Mobile Unlimited Starter. And let's take off the annual discount just so we can see the monthly rates. And US Mobile has three plans here, right? So we've got Unlimited Starter, Dark Star, that's on AT&T, Lightspeed, T-Mobile, and Warp Verizon. Biggest difference is how much high-speed data you get. So on the Dark Star network, you are getting truly unlimited high-speed data. That is massive. This is one of the best value plans on the AT&T network. If you're looking at T-Mobile or Verizon coverage, you are only getting 70 gigabytes of high-speed data. Now, I say only 70 gigabytes. That is still plenty of data for probably 95 to 98% of the US population. Like, that is plenty of data for most people. I've been tracking my data usage over this past month pretty extensively because I've been trialing Mobile X and using out their service. And no joke, I think I've used between 5 and 6 gigabytes in the past month. So the fact that you get 70 gigabytes, this is like 10 times what the average person needs. Hotspot, you're also getting double the hotspot data on the AT&T network, for 20 gigs versus 10 gigs on T-Mobile and Verizon. The rest of the features are mostly the same, some minor differences when it comes to international roaming in supported countries. I should actually update this. Verizon does support 125 countries now, but you're getting up to 67 on AT&T. So that, if you're looking at US Mobile, you really want to be looking at Dark Star AT&T. Now, Visible Base, it's a fantastic plan, but there's one plan that's even better. So Visible Base, we'll go through it quickly. I guess all you need to know, 3 things. 1, price, $25, taxes and fees included. 2, high-speed data. It is unlimited, deprioritized high-speed data on the Verizon network. And 3, hotspot. Unlimited hotspot at 5 megabits per second. It is a superb value plan. That said, there is something better, and it's going to be Total Wireless's plan. So Total Wireless right now is offering a 50% off BYOD promotion. And this is where if you bring your own device, you can get 50% off any Total Wireless plan, okay? So 50% off means you can get Total 5G Unlimited for $25 a month. What do you get with Total 5G Unlimited? That is a fantastic question. Total 5G Unlimited, regular price $50. Again, you're getting it for $25 a month when you bring your own device. Unlimited high-speed data. This time, it is unlimited priority data, giving you the exact same network experience as a Verizon customer on Unlimited Ultimate or Unlimited Plus. Instead of unlimited hotspot at 5 megabits per second, you are getting 15 gigabytes of hotspot data. So this is at the fastest speeds available, but only 15 gigabytes. A great option for most people, maybe not as good for heavy hotspot users. No watch support on Total. Worth mentioning that Visible does support the Apple Watch. But on the flip side, you can add a tablet line on Total. Tablet lines are not supported on Visible. Also, you get much better international features included with the service. International texting, free international calls to over 85 countries, 10 gigs in Canada and Mexico, as well as 10 gigs of free roaming in 17 supported destinations. So for $25, really comes down to coverage. I think if you want the best value Verizon coverage, you're going to want to look at Total 5G Unlimited. If you're like, you know what, it turns out AT&T is better in my area, that's where you're going to want to look at US Mobile Unlimited Starter. And if you're unsure, you can go to CoverageMap.com. Just go ahead, plug in your state, city, county, or zip code. I'm in Boulder County, Colorado, so I can use that as an example. And you get a breakdown of the different networks and how they compare. You can see AT&T has the most coverage, 75.7%. But when you look at speeds, T-Mobile is actually the fastest. And Verizon is also really fast, and AT&T has a very weak reliability score. In my market, I'd probably lean a little bit more towards T-Mobile or Verizon, potentially T-Mobile in my specific city, but really comes down to what network is best in your area. So I hope that's helpful. And we can move on to the next one. We got... Is there a coverage difference between Cricket and Darkstar? SpongeBob, that's a fantastic question. There might be a minor difference when it comes to when it comes to domestic roaming. So I'm not 100% sure. Let me see if I have this on my website. So domestic roaming is where your phone will roam on a partner network in areas where the primary network does not have service. So let's just do Cricket Unlimited, full details, and I want to see, I might not even list it. It's one of the, I have found one of the more challenging, okay, yeah, it's not on this. So we have to go add to compare, and let's just do US Mobile. Domestic roaming is one of the more challenging things that I have found to get clear information on, because sometimes the carriers don't really list it up front, and it can be challenging to find out, but it's where your phone will use partner coverage in an area where your primary network does not have service. Visible actually does a great job of listing it on their website. So we go to Visible's site and we do, should we see any, do they have any deals? Oh, Visible is having a deal. Visible Plus Pro, $22.50 a month for 6 months. Dang, this just makes the iPhone deal that was going on so much better. Almost wish I had gotten that, but basically $135 up front gets you 6 months of Visible Plus Pro. Honestly, not bad. Since 6 months is a pretty short commitment time for a plan, and $22.50 a month is a great deal. Anyway, if you go to their plans coverage, see our coverage, and let's close this, and you zoom in here, I think it's in like, yeah, okay, boom. Like this area of Kentucky, you see how it's this sort of lavender, I think I would call that, lavender shade. That is domestic roaming. So this sort of blue, maybe leans towards purple. I'm going to call it blue. This blue and this sort of teal color, that's all native Verizon coverage. And then this is domestic roaming. And that means you're going to be, if you're in this area, you're roaming on a partner network. I forget what network it is that's in that area. And I think in Minnesota, is that right? Or maybe it's Wisconsin. Yeah, there's some areas they roam. I think they roam on US Cellular in Wisconsin. Don't quote me on that. But that's the gist. That is what domestic roaming is. When we look at the plan comparison here, I'm just trying to see if I list out domestic roaming on this page. Okay, yeah, I do. It looks like I have, it's probably not right. The both supporting domestic roaming. Yeah, I guess the answer to this question is, for most people, 99% of the time, there probably won't be a difference because it's like going to be the same as the native AT&T network. But in those odd areas where AT&T, I mean, we can find out. Going to the AT&T coverage map, we're not going to use precise location. Anywhere on this map that has partner coverage is going to show, is going to be no coverage, or I'd say likely no coverage on US Mobile, potentially coverage on Cricket. I don't even know where to find or look for a domestic roaming agreement. Should we go to that area of Kentucky again? Okay. It's showing, it should show up as green. I'm simply not seeing it. Simply not seeing it. The bottom line, look, if you go to the CoverageMap website, I think the simplest answer is if you go to the CoverageMap website and you're looking at the signal strength map, this shows you native coverage on the different networks. And if you get coverage on this map, then you're going to get coverage on both US Mobile and Cricket. And I wouldn't really worry too much about that outside of this. So I hope that's helpful. And sorry, I don't have more of a clear answer for you. Sonic the Anonymous Hedgehog. There's a difference between wireless and AT&T prepaid on the coverage map. Okay, I do see that, AT&T prepaid. We can go back to this, and I'll show you exactly what. So it says wireless, bam, and then AT&T prepaid. I think it looks like they're just distinguishing between domestic or maybe roaming in Canada and Mexico as being on the native network versus more of a, like, you have to pay extra or have a certain plan that includes that. Let's zoom in to like Idaho. If we toggle between them, oh wow, that's super inconvenient. Yeah. Okay, here's some domestic roaming. Yeah, in this part, Flora, okay? You can see that's partner coverage. The question is it available on AT&T prepaid? So I think we were in Idaho, Flora. Okay, it looks like, see, that's actually a really clear example. You get significantly reduced coverage in this area because AT&T prepaid, I'm going to guess Cricket is also in this group, and likely US Mobile. If US Mobile even gets access to this domestic roaming, you would miss out on some coverage in this specific area. And let's go back to wireless. I want to see if we can find an even bigger spot. Here's a bigger spot in between, what is this, California and Nevada. So kind of in this northern region. If we toggle AT&T prepaid and we zoom in, it looks like it's actually still there. So there might be just like some minor differences, but unfortunately it's just kind of unclear from the AT&T website. And I don't know if anyone on Reddit has clearly documented it, but it's tricky to find. Like, you can go on the maps, but you're like comparing the maps back and forth is what I would say. And again, just to emphasize this, the CoverageMap map data that we have, this only shows the native coverage map. So if you zoom in to that part of California and Nevada, you can see it's like a pretty big gap here. We're looking at all for AT&T. That's because this is the native network that they have built out. And AT&T simply doesn't have native coverage there. They're relying on their partner networks. Now, where was Flora at? I think it was in here. Yeah, again, you can see in this area, completely empty. AT&T does not have native coverage, and so they are relying on partner networks in this area and in other areas to provide service. And so that is included by default for AT&T postpaid customers. It looks like some areas are included for AT&T prepaid. But your mileage is going to vary there, is what I'd say. Well, this is so cool. Jordan, thank you so much. The Idaho roaming network is called Inland, I'm going to say Inland Cellular, Inland Cellular. Sounds kind of funny, but appreciate that extra knowledge. And yeah, again, just want to emphasize, all AT&T plans, Cricket, US Mobile, this map will be 100% accurate. And it's those roaming agreements, I'm going to be honest, not 100% sure which way they go. It seems like some are available on the prepaid service. All right, we have some questions coming in. Alan, what is the best network in 99688? Fantastic question. Let's go ahead and find out. So let's go to CoverageMap.com here, load it up, and punch in the zip code 99688. And while we have a bunch of people here, I do want to mention there is going to be a special announcement in 38 minutes, okay? At, what is that? 9 p.m. Eastern. In 38 minutes, there's going to be a special announcement giving you guys an exclusive offer that will not be available anywhere else on the internet. So if you're interested in potentially trying out a new cell phone carrier, you're going to want to stay tuned for that. Oh, well, look. Noah Man is saying Inland Cellular is also available on the CoverageMap site as well. Wait, I am so curious now. We're going to, quick tangent, let's do this. Oh my God, Inland Cellular, there it is. You're exactly correct. Look at that. So this is a network, a small regional operator that has built out a cellular network in this one very small part of Washington and Idaho. And it looks like a sliver of California there. And they have these towers, and they're letting the big networks roam on them. And so that's what's going on. Anyway, Trevor, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Let's answer your question. Where did that go? I forget who asked, but this is your answer. Wow. Where are we? 99688. We are in Alaska. Matanuska Sutina, Borough County. How is this so hard to pronounce? And we're in Willow. Anyway, AT&T has coverage and Verizon has coverage. So it looks like you're between two providers. AT&T 43% coverage, median speeds 39.4 megabits per second down. Verizon 32.1% coverage, 21.6 megabit per second median download speeds. Reliability 7 out of 10 versus 6.8 out of 10. Personally, seems like AT&T has faster speeds and better performance, so I would lean towards AT&T in that area in Alaska. That's crazy. I'm kind of curious now. Should we go back? What is this? We're in 99688. That's absurd. Willow, Alaska. Of course, we're also looking at Inland Cellular. So this is AT&T. Wow, you are up there. Respect, respect. And T-Mobile. I wonder if is T-Mobile just roaming up there? Nah, that'd be crazy. Verizon does have service. Oh, T-Mobile doesn't have service. There is no native coverage. Boom. So if T-Mobile has service up there, they're roaming. That's for sure. The other is Verizon. Yeah, look at that. I mean, this is Verizon, AT&T. It looks like AT&T is getting more reach, and Verizon has like a tower out there. That's kind of funny. Yeah. Wow. I'd probably lean towards AT&T. Do we have any speed tests up here? Wow. Look at that. Someone is up here in Alaska using the CoverageMap app, driving around. That's awesome. This is, I guess, Anchorage, the Anchorage area. It seems like AT&T is going to be strong. That's what I would lean towards. That's what I would lean towards. Remy D, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Planning to get the upcoming Pixel 10 Pro Fold releasing 10/9. Wondering what will be the best deal for this phone. Remy, that is a superb question. Let me think about this for a quick second. So with Pixel devices, you have a couple different options. Number one, you're going to see some good deals. So Google Store is going to be running, or maybe they already ran a promo, because I guess if you pre-ordered it, you typically got a deal. But if you go to phones and we do that's the 10 Pro and 10 Pro XL, Pixel 10 Pro Fold. It looks like, here we go. You can get up to $760 cash back with eligible trade-in. And if you want to do a Google Fi deal, you also have that option. I would be a little bit hesitant to do a Google Fi deal. I would encourage you to do, here's what I would do. I would do the 760 back. Oh, stop. Stop. I triggered it. Hey, Google, stop. Oh, my God. I don't know which one it is. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. And it's drowned out. Okay. Thank goodness. Anyway, what I would do is trade in device, get $760 back, and then go with any prepaid plan. And great options. They're all on the Best Phone Plan site. We'll just go to the homepage because I kind of highlight some top picks here. I would suggest you consider US Mobile Unlimited Starter. We talked about the Total Wireless plan. They're not on the homepage. Probably should be, though, because it's such a good deal. Visible Plus. If you want something more premium, you have US Mobile Unlimited Premium Dark Star, Visible Plus Pro. I think those are probably some of the best options. I should really update this listing to be honest with you guys. But yeah, I would consider doing the trade-in. I don't know, Remy, what device you have now, but I think that'll be one of your best options. If you wanted to go with a major carrier, you could. For a single line, it'll probably be a little bit more expensive is what I think. So I hope that's helpful. Sonic, the Anonymous Hedgehog, I did a post about it. See below search. Below search. Okay, is there a map of US postpaid only domestic roaming areas with major network carriers? How can I get coverage in those areas if I have a prepaid plan? Interesting. Does it give you results? Oh, someone is saying go GCI Mobile for Alaska. Daniel, that could be the move. So they are a local carrier in Alaska, also on the CoverageMap app. So you can go in, and this is the crowdsourced data. I don't know, do we have GCI? Here it is, boom. Oh, we do have some tests up there. How fast are these speeds? What are people getting? Oh, that's super slow. 117 down, that's not bad. We're getting 0, okay. 164 seems like a wide range. Of course, we only have a small set of samples. If you want to see the full picture, you can go ahead and switch to GCI, and you can see, wow, they appear to cover a much greater area. Although up in this part, which is where we were looking, Willow, Alaska, it seems like they only have one, maybe a tower here, maybe a tower here, and maybe one here, if that, right? So it almost did seem like AT&T was a little bit more dense in this area. So I wouldn't rule out AT&T. I wouldn't rule out AT&T. Chris, we need you to run, or we need to travel to Alaska to run a bunch of speed tests. Yeah, that would certainly help fill the map out. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Grubby Soil, have you reviewed the free plan from Helium yet? You know, I have not. I probably should. I have it active. It's free, right? Why not? And they also just updated their terms. Let me see if I can pull that up for you guys. So, Helium Mobile updates free plan. It's astonishing how bad you become at typing when there's 218 people watching you. So updates to the free plan. So previously, the Helium Mobile free plan, also called the Zero plan, that's how they're branding it, it required your location access. Now, why did it need your location access? The summary of it is Helium Mobile uses your location to say, hey, a lot of Helium users are in this area or traveling through this area. If you are a Helium sort of builder and you want to deploy a hotspot, this is where you want to build it. So they're using the data of like where their members are to try and inform other users on where to build out the Helium hotspot devices. That's the gist of it. They also give you rewards. I think Helium Cloud Points is what they call it. And this was a turnoff for some people. Not only did it require you sharing your location, sometimes that could be a potential battery drain on your device if it's always running your location check in the background and sharing it with Helium. So there's been an update to this, to the free plan, and it turns out you no longer need to share your location. So we've got big news. You no longer need to share your location to keep your Zero plan. All you need to do is just use a little bit of cellular data each month. So you need to have the SIM installed on a device, make sure that device is connected to the cellular network, use a little bit of data, and there you go. And I guess to Helium's credit, the location access was completely anonymized, right? Like they didn't really care who was going where. They were just like, all right, a lot of users are going in this hex, like we need to build out there. But I think this is an improvement. It gives you the flexibility, and you'll still earn cloud points. Yeah, that's what they call them for using just data. So there you go. I think not a bad move. Luke, does it still need an ID? I believe so. I think the ID is required to help reduce spam, right? I mean, you can think if you have a free phone service, who's going to take advantage of it? You have a lot of people who maybe are lower income and really need it and would highly benefit from it. And then you also have potentially a mix of nefarious actors who would put the free plan to potentially abuse. And they're trying to prevent that abuse category. So I do think they likely still require that ID check. Let me just quickly change a setting here. There we go. And we have confirmation from Sonic. Yes, they do. Dario, can you buy an iPhone in person on T-Mobile and get the iPhone unlocked still? So, Dario, you can buy an iPhone in person on T-Mobile and get it unlocked. The way you would need to do that is, I think you have one of two options. Number one is just pay for the device up front, and then it will be unlocked regardless of your carrier. The other option would be if you go in store to buy it, if you can do the Apple Card monthly financing option, that will get you an unlocked model, or if you do the Apple financing option. And that is available, I think, for all models. So if we do, let's just do the regular 17 so I can remember what this is specifically called. And we're going to buy... Great colors. I kind of want to go back to the Apple store and just check out the colors again because I went in, I didn't really look before. Anyway, let's say you want, the Sage has been looking really good. Honestly, that Mist Blue, that looks so good. If I were to pick one right now, I would pick Mist Blue. 256 gigs. Let's do no trade-in and finance. Oh, it's called the Apple iPhone Payments. And this is basically a 0% interest loan from Citizens One. You do need to select AT&T, T-Mobile, or Verizon, or Boost, I guess. If you select T-Mobile or Verizon, I believe the device should be unlocked. Yep, it'll be unlocked. And you might just have a screen that you need to bypass. I'm not 100% sure. And you might need to link an account to proceed with this checkout method. I know last live stream, it's kind of crazy to see how this panned out. Last live stream, I said, hey, if you select Verizon and for your wireless number, you enter 10 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that was correct. And you enter your zip code and you click continue, it would work. Oh, it still works. You can proceed, but there's something you should know. We're unable to contact your carrier. Continue. All right. I don't think I really want to log in and check out, but it looks like that will let me do it. So anyway, if you're able to purchase the phone and complete the transaction without logging into an account, then you should be good to go and you can bypass the screen on the site. I had to order the Sage. It looks so good. Tommy, hey, great to see you in the chat. The Sage does look really good. And I forget how good the base iPhone is. Like, it's basically the iPhone 16 Pro without the telephoto camera. Yeah, right? It's so good. It's such a great value. 120 hertz finally. And what kills me, I was just thinking about the other day, it took Apple like 5 years of refusing to give the base model 120 hertz display to get to the point today where all of a sudden the base iPhone seems incredible. Like, it took 5 years of subpar base entry model iPhones to get to this moment where the base model is just an absurdly good deal. But yeah, it looks awesome. So you got the Sage. Yeah, the green. It looks good. The wallpapers look really good too. I have to say, I do wish it wasn't device specific. I would, I'll probably find a way to download them on my iPhone 16 Pro. But yeah, it looks great. I don't know. I'm feeling blue right now. A lot of people ask me, like, what's your favorite color? I think my current answer is going to be mist blue. I'm going to change that to my current answer. Can you review Verizon base plan for 4 lines? Yeah, so on Verizon, here's what I will say. Right now, there is an insane promotion going on, right? If you go to Verizon's site, oops, I'm in the wrong tab. Oops. If you go to Verizon's site, I think they're doing, they're doing an insane promotion right now. They're have either lost a lot of customers or want to gain a lot of customers back. But check this out. You're not going to want to miss this if you want Verizon coverage. iPhone 17 on us, no trade-in required when you switch, even on our lowest priced plans. So this means if you want the Verizon base plan for 4 lines, you can, when you switch to Verizon and you bring your numbers, then you will get an iPhone 17 on Verizon with no trade-in required. I hate the fact that I'm reading this out loud and like borderline want to do this myself with my AT&T account. Like, just transfer all of that to Verizon and get 4 iPhone 17s. No, Stetson, is a horrible deal. It would only be like $100 though. How much would it be? How much would it be? Thankfully, there is a site that has the answer. So let's reset this plan comparison and let's bump this up to 4 lines. And we are going to get Verizon Unlimited Welcome. And so they do have a version with the discount. If you're a military member, first responder, or teacher and eligible for the discount, it'll be $100 a month plus tax. Otherwise, you're looking at $120 a month plus tax. How much is the tax? In my area, I estimate the taxes will be, I got to update this. Financed iPhone 17. $141. All right. That is kind of expensive. I will admit the 4 free phones will make it worth it and it will be a good value. But in the long run, it may be worth considering another provider. And I say that because, well, you can get, let's just pull up some of their options here. US Mobile Unlimited Starter. We'll do on the Verizon network as well, just to keep things the same. You can get 4 lines for $100 a month. All right, this is a great value. If you want truly unlimited data, what do I have? I'm searching, that's why. If you want truly unlimited data, let's do unlimited, Verizon, 4 lines. Total base 5G, unlimited deprioritized, $100, taxes and fees included versus $140. You're basically saving yourself $40 a month on service, $480 per year. Over 3 years, that's $1,440 in savings just by considering a prepaid option. Visible base, we have that unlimited welcome with discount. US Mobile Unlimited Starter Warp, another great option. Total 5G Unlimited, Total 5G Plus Unlimited. In terms of value for your money for the plan, I think Total 5G Plus Unlimited is one of the better options. unlimited priority data, which is going to be a better plan than Verizon Unlimited Welcome. You're getting the unlimited hotspot data at 5 megabits per second. And this plan includes the Disney Plus bundle as well, which is a value add. Now, that said, I mean, it's hard to beat. Verizon, no trade-in required. They're giving you 4 new iPhone 17s. That's a really good deal, right? I mean, that's baseline iPhones for $800 for 4 lines, $3,200 in credits right there. Now, of course, it is financed over 36 months, so you have to stay on Verizon for 36 months, but it is a lot. Jordan, my God, we're being invaded by bots. I'm sorry. We have a Cookie Monster Gone Wild saying $147.44. Again, not necessarily a bad deal, pretty good overall rate. It is just worth noting you can potentially save some money with a prepaid plan, but depends if you want the new phones or not. So I hope that's kind of helpful. Look at their new promo. Am I missing something? Oh, yeah. Okay, I saw this. This is crazy. Verizon, they must be like backed into a corner or something. It feels like the lights are off. They're in a storage container. They've got big spotlights on them and they're being interrogated or something. They're desperate, okay? If you bring in your bill from AT&T or T-Mobile, Verizon will literally give you a better deal, okay? This is just a new promotion that was just launched. It's all new. From what I've seen on Reddit, people have brought their T-Mobile bill into store, and the way it works is Verizon is giving you promotional credit to make sure you're getting a better deal for at least 3 years. Okay, let's see if we can learn more about this. So the best 5G network, that is hilarious. Rankings based on root metrics, root score report. I will say, I think it would be pretty cool if it said CoverageMap there, but these claims are mostly BS because T-Mobile got an award for having the best 5G network. Verizon has a different award for being best 5G network. Like, what are we doing here, guys? Anyway, let's learn more. Like, what is going on? So when you switch to Verizon today, you can switch in-store or online. I like the online method because I like getting really angry at my computer and the website not working. No, I'm kidding. Here's what happens. So you bring in your bill from AT&T or T-Mobile, and they will give you a better deal. I'm like tempted to do this. Wait, this is actually crazy. I could bring in, so AT&T right now, I have the signature discount, which makes my unlimited premium PL lines like, I think 35 a line. And it's probably even less than that because I did $10 BYOD credit. So it's crazy. They're saying you can call. Wow. Okay. So you can, this is crazy. You can switch in store. You can switch online. You can switch in store, or you can call this number, or you can just get like switch online now in less than 30 minutes, allegedly. That's insane. You know, I initially saw this offer and I neglected it. Like I tossed it out the window. And the reason is because when you do the math out, Verizon just isn't a better deal. Like AT&T is the most affordable option. Let me see if I can pull this up. What is it? Cheapest way to get an iPhone 17 Pro Max. It'll be awesome when I eventually release that video. But in the meantime, can I just like paste this in here? Oops. Bam. And group by lines. Perfect. So where'd the live stream go? You guys can see this. When it comes to 4 lines upgrading, let's say you upgrade every 3 years, which is what I will deem a normal amount of time, what most people do. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe most people upgrade before that. Let's pop that out of the way. For 4 lines, upgrading every 3 years, which is kind of the sweet spot, you can see AT&T Unlimited Starter SL is the most affordable option. Why? Because AT&T gives people on their entry-level plan access to the best deals possible. That means if we go to AT&T's site right now, boom, our best deals on America's, they're saying fastest and most reliable. Also based on root metrics. This is crazy. This is crazy. iPhone 17 Pro offer ends in 3 days. I'll be curious what new offer replaces it. That is $1,100 off the all-new iPhone 17 Pro. I was just thinking, I could maybe do this. I should stop thinking about this. I could do this and get phones for like making thumbnails and stuff, right? It's nice to have 3 phones, but I don't think the 17 Pro, it doesn't stand up on a table very easily. The camera bump is too heavy. It's not well aligned. It wouldn't be worth it. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is because AT&T's most affordable plan, their unlimited starter plan, is eligible for the $1,100 off promotion. That means you're paying $36. Everyone on the account is eligible to get basically a free new phone every 3 years, and your net cost is insanely affordable at $516.21 per line per year for 4 lines. The next most affordable option is trading in directly with a manufacturer and getting a $25 unlimited plan. That could be Visible, that could be US Mobile, that could be Total Wireless, that could potentially be Mint Mobile, although their plan is $30 right now. And then you've got AT&T Unlimited Extra, and then you have Verizon Unlimited Welcome. And Verizon actually, for the first time in my recent memory, has upped the trade-in credit on Welcome. Before it used to be maybe like $300 or $400. Right now, it's $600 off the new iPhone series, which is crazy. And then you have T-Mobile Essentials and the T-Mobile Experience More. So I was kind of skeptical that Verizon would offer the best value when we have AT&T ahead of its most affordable plans, but they're doing something special. They are literally allowing you to bring your device in and I guess do the math. Wait, this is crazy. They're trying to really advertise. Well, they're including bundled services, which let's get rid of that. How are they doing unlimited ultimate? Like, there's no way. Average plan taxes and fees. This is actually the first time we're seeing average plan taxes and fees. What if we do 4 lines? $27 for 4 lines? $6.75. That's wild. Well, I guess they're comparing most expensive plans. I don't get it. Every time I feel like I've done the math out, T-Mobile and AT&T are way cheaper. Maybe it's because I'm including the device promos. Anyway. Yeah, $350. Tom, you're absolutely right. Yeah, $350. So the fact they're doing $600 now is crazy. I was shocked to see that. Kendrick, how do you feel about Verizon removed Apple Arcade and Play Pass perks from grandfathered plans? They did give out 6 more months free the day after they removed it, but it has to be redeemed by November 24th. Look, I think, I guess I have mixed feelings on this. On one hand, it's Verizon. They're within their rights to change their plans. That's kind of what you sign up for. I do think it's kind of doesn't feel good to sign up for something specifically for a perk and to have that perk removed. I'd probably be pretty upset if that happened to me. But I also don't think those aren't perks that I use. So I think the value for me personally is so low, it's kind of hard to imagine. It'd be really like what if T-Mobile removed their Netflix perk? I'd probably be pretty upset. And then I would look to switch to any other carrier and it'd be like, well, they also don't include Netflix. So what am I going to do? I'm just kind of out of luck at that point. Yeah, that's what I'd say. All right, we have to, I think, moderate this chat a little bit. It's getting out of control. But yeah, let me know if anyone else has any additional questions. Let me see. All right, I think we're good to go. Wait, T-Mobile did remove their Netflix perk? Tommy, what? When did that happen? No, stop. No, this can't be. I can't be finding out this on my own live stream. This would be crazy. Also, Alex, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Plans, unlimited phone plans. How is this possible? How am I just finding out? Okay, this is hilarious. Save up to 20% versus the other big guys. T-Mobile's like, we're the cheapest. Verizon's like, we're the cheapest. They're doing plan manipulation. That's what's going on. So T-Mobile is comparing Experience More to the most expensive plan from Verizon and AT&T. Whereas Verizon's site, they're comparing, this is actually more fair, the top premium plans from all the carriers, Unlimited Ultimate, Experience Beyond, and AT&T Unlimited Premium. And if we go to here, this should give us, so plan monthly cost. So it's the plan cost. So Verizon Unlimited Ultimate 6102 is what I'm coming out to there. AT&T Unlimited Premium. Nah, Verizon still seems more expensive. I don't know what kind of wizardry they're doing. I could look at the base costs, but anyway, we have to get to the bottom of this Netflix debacle because, no, it's still here. Tommy, I'm not crazy. Netflix standard on us with ads, unless it was removed and then it came back, or it's coming back. Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. T-Mobile's Experience More plan is on par. I mean, T-Mobile just like ratcheted up, right? Like we had 3 tiers. How's the best way to show? We had 3 tiers, three tiers. The top tier used to be, what was it? Go 5G plus Unlimited Ultimate and Unlimited Premium. And then T-Mobile did their new experience plans, and they basically said like, our Experience More plan is base, and we're ratcheting it up to Experience Beyond. So more expensive. Will Helium Mobile Zero plan work on a Samsung tablet? I think so. This is kind of random side tangent, but there's this company called Hivemapper. They're doing like real-time, here, it's like crowdsourced real-time Google Maps, basically. And they basically give you a dash cam and you can earn their cryptocurrency honey. Long story short, here's what the dash cam looks like. I got one. I threw, and it'll work on Helium. So if this dash cam can work on Helium, I think a tablet would likely work on Helium as well. You can try it, and let me know what happens, is what I would say. Yeah, Steve, it's for multiple lines, 100%. Tommy, I guess it's still included on some plans. I remember there being some drama about it, but it might have just been the switch with ads. Yeah, I think it was the switch with ads. Like it used to be included ad-free, and then I guess Netflix changed their pricing, and now it's like the ad tier is included and you have to pay extra for it. But yeah. Ooh, this is an interesting hot take. Hot take. After like 10 to 15 years or so, maybe even sooner, all 3 major carriers will share equal spectrum. So regardless of where you buy, it's all the same service. I would say we're like borderline almost there. I think the service is very similar between networks, especially in major cities and urban areas. It almost doesn't matter who you choose. You just pick who's got the best value, the best deal. I mean, some people on Reddit, they will literally switch networks every single year just to get the new phones, get the latest device on promo. The new carrier will sometimes buy out your contract from your old carrier, and you can upgrade, which is insane. Tommy's bringing up a good point. Which spectrum is almost important as how much spectrum and how it's used and leveraged. That's also true. Yeah, Gabriel's also like, yeah, and it's like, if I get suspended, oh no, it's 1 line for free. That's so fair. Cubing Classroom Fan 432. Hey Stetson, did you hear T-Mobile will likely shut down their LTE network? I have heard that, and I'm all for it. I think the future of 5G is here. It's incredible. It's super fast. T-Mobile, I don't think so. AT&T, right? I think they've made tons of agreements. Like my Tesla's on AT&T. A lot of automakers, I think, are on the AT&T network for their vehicles. And so AT&T needs to maintain their legacy LTE network and I think they even had a hard time with the 3G shutdown, because all of a sudden these like cars that were connected with 3G no longer worked. T-Mobile, my understanding is they don't have those kinds of agreements or commitments in place, so they can move much faster from a network standpoint. I think converting everything to 5G will make the network faster. It'll help improve performance, latency, and coverage on the 5G network, and just be a way better experience. And that could potentially help T-Mobile sort of keep and extend their lead in this 5G era, or I'll say perceived lead in this 5G era, because they've been hitting 5G hard. They've been building what is honestly an incredible network. And when you have service, it works really well. So I'm not surprised. Sonic, the anonymous hedgehog, in your opinion, when will the non-promotional price of a prepaid unlimited plan drop to $20 and then $15 per month? That is a fantastic question. I guess we'd have to try and plot the progression of unlimited plans over time and what their cost has been, and also define unlimited. So a lot of times carriers, or prepaid carriers specifically, will be able to do, like, they can offer a plan and potentially market it as unlimited, but of course it has a certain amount of high-speed data, and then you get really slow speeds. An example, actually, speaking of Helium, we can use them as an example. They have, actually, I'll just use my own website because that's easier, and it promotes my site. So if we do lines, let's do one line, and we'll get rid of the Verizon coverage, and let's just do Helium Mobile. Did I spell that right? Probably not. Boom. So they have Infinity. Oh, we're looking at unlimited. Let's get off of unlimited. Here we go. Helium Mobile Air. This, I'm not saying this is the right move, but this could potentially be marketed as, oh, I guess data stops here. So this could not be marketed. Let's do US Mobile. They have one that I have in mind. US Mobile Unlimited Flex, and make sure we throw in that annual discount. All right, perfect. Here's one. Unlimited Flex. I mean, it has the word unlimited in the name. $17.50 a month, taxes and fees included. I'm rounding up to 18 here. Technically, I mean, this could, I'm not saying I agree with it, but this could be marketed as unlimited. You get 10 gigs high speed and then unlimited at 1 megabit per second. So in a sense, we're kind of there, but not really. I would say probably 5 years. I think the big carriers are probably going to stick in that $25 to $30 a month price point for quite a while. Right, if you think of Visible, when they were doing their price lock guarantee and whatnot, it was like 3 to 5 years. And so my guess is in the 3 to 5 year mark, we might see that come down. But it's hard to say. It might honestly be like 10 years, because technically I guess you have like inflation, which means the prices should go up, but also the cost of them to deliver the service is basically zero, and if anything would likely get more affordable. So maybe it just stays at 25. That's what I would say. Anyway, appreciate the question. Yeah, Arnav. Can you do an update to how to buy the latest iPhone each year, but this time also including some hacks, example, switching to T-Mobile and switching out, trading in another cheap device, etc., etc. That is a great idea, and I will definitely take those suggestions into consideration. I think my next mission is how to finance the iPhone 17 Pro Max and get that at the cheapest price possible, and then potentially just the best way to finance an iPhone. There's so much to go into, though. You're absolutely right. Like, the move is really, like, you have your device. If you upgrade every year, right? I don't have, oh, maybe I do. Oh, yes. This is the perk of sitting at your desk with all of your phones and you do your live stream. Like, you're upgrading, so this is the 16 Pro. You're upgrading to the new, say it's a 17 Pro. The move is actually not to trade this device in. Instead, what you want to do is you want to buy a device to use for your trade-in. I don't have it up here, but let's say what you would do is you would sell this on Swappa for cash. You'll get $100 more than what Apple will give you. Then you buy a gently used iPhone 13 or iPhone 13 Pro. I think that's like the lowest tier, most affordable model that carriers are accepting for the maximum $1,100 off. You buy that device, you use that for your trade-in device, and you are just like min-maxing like crazy right now. And that is an ultimate hack. And then T-Mobile, of course, is doing their buyout thing, which seems too good to be true. I should probably borderline try it just to see what happens. That just sounds so expensive, but maybe it holds me to it and I have to make a video. Raj, thank you so much for your generosity. Appreciate you. And on game 69, I respect it. Yeah, the cheapest way to buy a phone outright is to go prepaid. It does kind of depend, right? Like, we're looking at that iconic spreadsheet that I made. And you're looking at 4 lines, upgrading every 3 years. To AT&T's credit, AT&T Unlimited Starter is the most affordable option. That said, going with a prepaid plan is not that much more expensive, and I think gives you a lot of freedom and flexibility that I would definitely consider leaning towards. All right, guys, we have reached the hour mark, which means there is a special announcement. Oh, no. This is adjacently related. We'll quickly cover it. T-Mobile has caught on to the keep and switch strategy, and they started taking their money back with some customers. Yeah, too good to be true. They should have seen that coming, though. Anyway, we have a super special, exclusive announcement and offer for you all watching this stream right now. So there's 285 people watching. You are the only 285 people in the world who will know about this offer and this special announcement. I think you're really going to like it. Let me pull up all the correct materials here. So first, pop this on. Brilliant. And then let's get this cooking. Okay, Link, I see your chat and I appreciate you. We will get to you right after this crazy announcement. And let me pop here. Cool, I think that's good to go. And then one more thing I need to get set up. And it is over here. Yeah. All right, this is for you guys. I think you're going to really like it. So what is happening? There has been a cell phone carrier that has been discussed in the news, perhaps, and they're giving you guys an exclusive offer. So here's what's happening. The deal is with, hang on, the suspense. It's building. Share screen. Here it is. The deal is with Pronto Mobile. They're launching. Tommy, you called it. Pronto Mobile announcement. They are launching. They're getting ready to launch. And they have an exclusive offer for you all today. Yes, Stetson Mobile. I wish one day. It is Pronto Mobile. What is Pronto Mobile? Pronto Mobile is the mobile carrier trying to solve carrier connectivity, spotty service, disconnects, not having coverage when you need to have coverage. They are giving you, for the first time that I am aware of, access to all 3 major mobile networks on a single SIM card. Let that sink in. Access to all 3 major cellular networks on a single SIM card. If you think of US Mobile and what they do, they're using multiple SIM cards. That means if you want to switch coverage or your primary line doesn't have service, you will not be able to make a phone call with that, I guess, unless you use Wi-Fi calling. This is all 3 networks, 1 SIM card. It is crazy. They're trying to fix dead zones, automatic network switching based on which network has the best coverage. It's really cool. I've been testing it out. I have seen with my own eyes my Pixel, I think it's in a Pixel 9 Pro XL, switch between AT&T network one moment, and then bam, it'll pop over to the T-Mobile network, and they're running a lot of checks, doing a lot of complicated stuff, a lot of heavy lifting, and they're giving you guys a special offer. So what is going on? It is, bam, Pronto Mobile, they're launching. The first 100 people to sign up are going to get this offer. So what is the offer? You're going to become a builder of Pronto Mobile. What do you get? You're getting early access to this intelligent network that can switch between AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. You're getting 30 gigabytes of data only for completely free, okay? You're going to get 30 gigs to test out this network experience, provide feedback to the developer team, and help them make this product even better. They really, like, this is a technological challenge, right? If you think about it, all of the networks want you to stay on their native network. If you're on T-Mobile, they don't want you roaming on AT&T. They want you locked into the T-Mobile network. And Pronto is trying to change that. They're trying to make roaming seamless, give you access to all 3 networks. And you're going to be eligible for the founders pricing, which is exclusive early access pricing below what the plans are going to go for. Here is the early access pricing. 4 plans, starter 5 gigs for $10, Power 15 gigs for $20, Pro 30, it's going to be 30 gigs for $35, and Premium 50 gigs for $50. And you can see the regular prices are normally 15, 35, 55, and 75. So you're getting a pretty substantial discount on these plans when you sign up to get exclusive early access. So how do you get early access? How do you sign up for Pronto Mobile? What is happening? So to become a builder, to become part of this community, part of this initiative to solve coverage and connectivity gaps, you need to have an unlocked Android phone. iPhone users, I know, I'm sorry. They are working on iPhone. Right now it's working on Android, and so you need to have an Android phone. And it's got to have an eSIM spot available. So it needs to be unlocked, have an eSIM available, and you're going to be able to sign up. And you have to be one of the first 100 people to do so at the link in the description, prontomobile.com/builders. And I will throw this in the chat for you guys if you're interested. This is the URL. First 100 people, and only the 100 people are going to get access to this. So pretty cool offer to try out an all new network, again, for completely free, and it's expensive. Tommy, take that, iPhone users. Calby Massey, $50 for 50 gigs though. You can't tell me that's a good deal. It is expensive. It is expensive, but here's the thing, Colby. That is 50 gigs that you can use on AT&T. That's 50 gigs you can use on T-Mobile, or that is 50 gigs you can use on Verizon. To get 50 gigabytes on all 3 networks otherwise would cost you basically at least $75, right? You have to go US Mobile Unlimited Premium. You'd have to grab probably do a total wireless line for another $25 with that promo. And you'd have to grab a $25 line on T-Mobile, which would probably be $30 for Mint, right? So when you think of what they're trying to do here, I think this is impressive. I think this feat is impressive, and it has not been done before. So if you guys are interested in trying it, again, you get 30 gigs free. You get to test out the experience, provide feedback, help the team create something awesome. And there you go. And this is the benefits that you get. So if you choose to sign up, you're going to be able to test the real-time network switching. So it does switch in real time, which is pretty cool. You're going to get emailed the registration in the next 7 days. I think they said it'll be like 7 to 10 days is when you'll be able to activate your eSIM. And you're getting 30 days with 30 gigs completely free. So basically no risk to you. And then you can also do a second month for free if you do their survey. And it looks like you can try out the voice network at that time. And then if you want, you can sign up after that once it's live, once the trial has gone through, once they've built it out. So keeping classroom, Trump, Android only, the exact opposite of Trump Mobile. I will say Trump did fix their website checker, and it does work for Android devices now. But when I filmed that segment of the video, it was only working for iPhone, which is pretty funny. So that was the yeah, we don't talk about Trump Mobile. That was a special announcement. It's a pretty cool opportunity, I think. So, and you guys are the only ones to know about it. And if you're interested, again, sign up. Only the first 100 people will get access. So, you know, if you're interested, grab your slot now before it's gone. Yeah. Yeah, $25 a month can't be beat. You're absolutely right. That is an insane deal. That is an insane deal. Phone's unlocked from another carrier. Yeah, as long as the device is unlocked, it should be good to go. It should be good to go. Just signed up. Wonder if there'll be eSIM only service or if it's just for the moment. David, I think they did send me a physical SIM card, but I think they're trying to do eSIM because all devices nowadays have eSIM, and eSIM is probably the way forward. How long will the trial last? Great question. Trial is going to be for your first 30 days, 30 days free. And then it looks like if you complete a survey after your first month, then you'll be eligible for a second month free with voice, and you can test out calling and such as well. So, and correct. JA, great question. This is going to be with a brand new number. I actually don't even think they want people to port their number. It's going to be a new number, test out the service. They really, I mean, here's the thing. They built this incredible network switching tool, and they are now looking for people across the United States to see how it works in the real world outside of the testing environment. So there we go. That's the announcement. I'll throw the link in the chat again, and it's in the video description. So if you're interested, go sign up, go check it out. And I'll probably mention them again at the end of the stream, but I think we can go back to questions right now and dive in. ETA and iOS, genuinely unsure. It's been a challenge. Yeah, Kendrick, Verizon will get you. I will say, like, I wish phones just came unlocked out of the box. You know what I mean? Even the financed ones. It'd be so good. It'd be so good. Tommy, correct. It's data only. So you're testing out the data network switching on device, how it's working. You'll be able to see the switching in real time when it makes that decision. So that'll go. What's the cheapest way to get an iPhone 17 Pro from Verizon with 4 lines with trade-in of the iPhone 14 Pro? Well, there is thankfully an answer to that, and it is with this Google Sheet. So iPhone 14 Pro, technically the most affordable plan will be Verizon Unlimited Welcome. Now you will only get $600 off, but that is still, let's see, Apple trade-in. Apple trade-in is, did they up now? For a 14 Pro, $320. So that means you're getting an extra $280 by doing it through Verizon. And then the unlimited welcome plan happens to be most affordable, so net cost is the best value. I'm not the biggest fan of unlimited welcome, honestly. If I were in your shoes, I would consider Verizon Unlimited Plus. I mean, I think the perks and benefits of the plan are a little bit nicer. If you're going to do welcome, I mean, you might as well just trade in with Apple and get any $25 plan, such as visible unlimited base. Or you could do, no, I think visible unlimited base is probably the move. Or I guess Total Wireless is a pretty good plan for $100, taxes and fees included. And that would technically be even a little bit cheaper than Verizon Unlimited Welcome, and basically the same plan features. So I'd really say, like, consider going off contract with a prepaid plan, or go with, I would consider upgrading to Unlimited Plus. But I'm curious what you guys think. If that's, am I crazy for suggesting that, or is that the move? George, why do you keep being interrupted with ads? I'm sorry about that. That is definitely YouTube auto placing ads, and I apologize for that. I haven't actually watched one of my streams with ads before, so maybe I should do that and see what the experience is like. Wonder how long until Samsung becomes eSIM only. I would say probably, well, here's the thing. Samsung is global, and the rest of the world is a little bit slower, I think, with eSIM adoption. I would say probably 10 years is what I think. Google did it, but Google is such a small market that it probably made sense for them to do it. Musi, have you decided which iPhone 17 Pro color is your favorite? Stop it. Not another one. Hopefully you can't hear that. I've triggered the assistant. My favorite color, I still kind of go back and forth on this. So I did decide, I got 2 cases. I got the, what were we talking about? What is this called? I forget what it was called. I'll have to check my email. Let's see what the delivery order status was. Caudabe. Caudabe? No, maybe Caudabe. I got the Caudabe case. And what was it specifically called? So this is what I got. Products. iPhone 17 Pro. I went mid-tier protection. to test out. I'm not sure I'm going to keep it, but it was the synthesis. I thought it looked really cool. Show off the blue color, kind of a satin finish on the device. Frost is what they call it, which looks really nice. And I got custom buttons. So here's what it looks like in person. Again, it does look really, really nice. The sort of satin finish, you can see some like fingerprint smudges, but it's not as noticeable. I got the orange colored buttons to really pop and complement the blue, which I think they kind of do. They do have a sort of texture. I don't know how well that's coming up on camera on the side, which I think is pretty nice. Makes it a little bit grippier. And it feels better in the hand, I think, than like your clear plastic case like this. This probably is a little bit grippier, but you can really sometimes see like smudges and fingerprints on these. So the satin finish, I think, looks really nice. Goes pretty well with the blue. It's not really showing as much color as I thought through the bottom portion, but still looks really good, again, with the buttons. And I also got, I think this is realistically what I'll end up using and keep, because I only really need one case, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think, or to answer the question, blue, like device color, blue is easily my favorite. But in terms of like device that goes with cases, I think the silver is looking really good. And there's also this thing in humans called like the familiarity bias. So I think on my Twitter feed, I have seen more and more people opt for silver and start posting pictures of the silver iPhone. And that is making me think like, oh man, maybe silver is better. But I think in terms of the actual color of the device, I really like the blue. I think this is my personal favorite device color. And the other case I ended up going with was that Apple Silicon case in Midnight, as you guys suggested. And I think this was the move. I think it goes pretty well. You can see like your finger oils get on there, but this is a comfortable case. I really like how thin it is. Yeah, this is hard to beat. So, oh yeah, J.A., thank you so much for the question. So we have Jordan coming in here with a link. Is that right? I feel like I'm missing a super chat. Let me scroll up. Jordan, I see you, because it came in like right before the Pronto announcement. Link, here we go. Boom. Oh, it was on the stream. Hey, Stetson, appreciate the work you do. Not sure if this is off topic, but wanted to get your thoughts on uBigi. They specialize in data eSIMs. Yeah, let's find out what they do. uBigi, global cellular connectivity services provider. Let's allow cookies. English. And we're going to still be in English. So they got travel eSIMs. Looks like business and connected cars. Very interesting. I'm going to assume travel. Let's see what they got. I like how they have a guy doing a selfie in front of a jet. Interesting. Connected while traveling worldwide. Let's do France. Why not? That sounds like a great trip. 3 gigs for $4. Type 1 off, unlimited, but it's 1 day. Okay, unlimited for 1 day for $6. 10 gigs for 7 days for $7 is honestly not bad. 10 gigs for 30 days for $9 is also really good. Wow, yeah. I mean, the service definitely seems very reasonable. It's worth comparing, I think. So one great resource. I wish I had a great resource for this. I don't. eSIMDB.com. You can think of it like eSIMdatabase.com, and they are pretty good for allowing you to compare options. Like it looks like this plan from Link eSIM is 10 gigs 30 days for $5.35, which is a little bit better, but I don't know what the experience is like, right? You have to kind of factor that in as well. And I'm sure they're potentially missing some providers on here as well. So it takes a lot of research. Last updated October 6th. How are they updating it so frequently? I wonder. But yeah, no, these rates seem very competitive, and I like it's just like one off, $9, 30 days. You can use it and 10 gigs. And if you use it, great. If you don't use it, you had extra resources. So yeah, it seems pretty good. I'm curious if anyone else has tried it. Scott, I miss France. Au revoir. So true. So true. uBigi works really well and is a lot cheaper than Saley and Airalo. Yeah, Airalo, it can sometimes be a little bit more expensive, it turns out. So that's totally fair. That is totally fair. I use uBigi for my second iPhone, 5th per month for 5 gigs per month, probably for $5. AirHub looks good, but untried. I'm curious, can we do United States? United States, what do we have here? United States. So if we want to do 30 days, wait, this is actually crazy. 30 days, 10 gigs, $14. That's nuts. That's nuts. The rest of the prices are pretty good. Like one off unlimited, 65. Yeah, that kind of tracks for the US. 7 days for $12. Wow. Very interesting. Very interesting. The $14 one's not bad. I think these are data only though, so kind of depends. All right, what else we got in the chat? We got Jordan coming in. Thank you so much, Jordan. Plan cost went from $80 on AT&T in 2017 and then $40 for Visible in 2019 when I had to start paying my phone. Now $30 for a way better plan on Total versus Viz. That is so true. That is so true. And this kind of tracking the unlimited data cost sounds like 80. And I think, yeah, when I was in high school, I think unlimited was like 65 a month from AT&T prepaid. That was kind of what I was aware of. And then dropping down, I guess it kind of hit that $25 price point for those entry-level plans. And now $30 is kind of like a premium prepaid unlimited plan, which is crazy. Because you can get Visible Plus. Annual is like $30. You're on the Total Wireless plan. $30 is insane. We got US Mobile coming in with their $25 unlimited plan, which is crazy. And they've also had some promotions on making their unlimited plans even more affordable. So it's wild how so much more affordable unlimited data is these days. That's so funny. TracFone launched an unlimited plan that's a near carbon copy of sister brand Total Unlimited. Yeah, well, it is technically one company running all of those brands, so it kind of makes sense that that the plans are very similar. And Jordan, I think we got you. Yeah, let me know if something else happens. But wow, I rolled I don't know what a Nat 20 is, but with T-Mobile customer support and paying $120 a month for 6 lines and a watch. Tommy, that is absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane. And if you can do the phone trade-in deals on top of that, that's really where the savings can stack with postpaid. 6 lines on Next. Dang. And you can upgrade every year? That is so sick. I'm a little envious. I am a little envious. Part of me wishes I was a T-Mobile postpaid customer, just trade in the device every year, get a free new phone, but it would be locked. It wouldn't be good. I have too many SIMs right now. Slarty, you're absolutely correct. Total seems to be geared towards Latinos based on its roaming country list. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Gabriel, great question. Will the Pronto switching be on their own system or up to the phone? And will you have to press with a button, or is it just auto? Will change based on the BestNet area? Yeah, so it's the current implementation is the SIM card and the phone are handling all of the switching automatically for you. And so that means the device is detecting the signal strength, potentially what speeds are like. If it's registering poor performance, then it's going to go ahead and try out the other networks and then make a switch based on the information it gathers. Oh, Nat 20 is a perfect roll in Dungeons and Dragons. Respect. Yeah, you did get a perfect roll with T-Mobile. I don't know how you scored that. That is awesome. Oh, someone was asking a really good question that I did want to touch on because it is new and just came out. Jordan, I pre-ordered the Precise model for my iPhone 17 Pro. I prefer the protection of the newer, wider camera. Yeah, I think it is a pretty good case. Do you mean the sheath? It looks pretty good. It does have a nice texture to it. Yeah, I think it's a good case. Did you get any buttons? I do appreciate the customizability of the buttons. I think the orange pop, it looks pretty good. The buttons it came with were just black. And I was just looking at this one honestly looks even more premium. Looks like it has microfiber lining, or at least extra protective lining on the inside. probably makes it even nicer. But I think I'll likely personally just stick with the, ooh, they have a blue one. Stick with the, ooh, open. Oh, very curious. A couple different designs they have going on. Huh. Very cool. But yeah, I'll probably stick with Apple. Someone was asking about the US Mobile. Here we go. Vartan. Business premium plan for $49. Let's find out. Business premium. I think they're just trying to top 6 small business plans side by side. US Mobile for business. Okay. Priority data, dedicated support, and custom business features all built on our core offerings. Okay. 2 months free. That sounds pretty good. Business priority plans, custom business roadmap, whatever that means. Should I read it? Okay, cool. So you can basically chat with US Mobile and be like, hey, we want these features. And then US Mobile will probably be like, those are coming soon, as they do. But at least you can chat with someone. All right, here we go. The plans. So what is cooking? Best for employees, and then buy the gig. So the buy the gig, I think, is exactly the same as what the consumer offer is, although the website is pretty sleek. Best for employees. So priority plus, only on premium. Available only on Darkstar. This is so interesting. US Mobile has been pushing their Darkstar network like crazy this year. Unlimited talk, text, and data. They're saying unlimited priority data. Priority plus, only on premium. I wonder, is that it's coming soon? Oh, of course it's coming soon. That is the MO for US Mobile. It's coming soon. My guess is, let's go back. I think, where did we go? I think that is QCI 7 on the AT&T network. That's my guess. So they're doing unlimited priority, and then priority plus I think is going to be that QCI 7. Unlimited hotspot, which of course is probably not unlimited. Do they even discern that? No. What are bulk actions? Interesting. Is roaming included? Business premium includes 20 gigs of roaming per line. Okay. It basically seems like the consumer unlimited premium plan, but a little bit more expensive and billed monthly. So I would just sign up for the consumer plan. It's probably better to sign up for consumer. In fact, I think US Mobile is even offering discounts on the consumer plan. Yeah. Instead of paying $49, you can get the same plan for $27.50. So that's what I would do. I think they're just trying to market towards businesses finally, and do that. Business starter. This looks exact. This is the unlimited starter plan. Yeah. Except they did upgrade it to priority data. So all right, so I would do unlimited starter is a good value. Business starter, I think, is probably a better value because for $5 extra, upgrades you to priority data. That's pretty cool. And then we have the consumer premium plan is better than business premium. Those are my thoughts. I think business should be spelled BizNos. The BizNos plans. Ooh. So here, breaking news. US Mobile fixed the issue with the new Apple Watch support on their network. If you have an Watch Ultra 3 or Apple Watch Series 11, you should be able to connect the watches now. That is awesome. That is awesome because US Mobile, they do support watches included for free on premium on Verizon. Got to stipulate that. Otherwise, these are the two plans. You can do the companion plan, again, free on unlimited premium. Otherwise, it's $9.50 a month. Or you can just do a standalone watch plan, $9.50 per month. The watch gets its own phone number, unlimited talk and text, unlimited data. Honestly, not a bad deal. And you can just add this on any plan. Like I could probably add this. Maybe I should try that. Just add it to my current setup on US Mobile. See what happens. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's awesome. Boom. Should I switch my FirstNet plan to a yearly payment option, US Mobile, Cricket, etc.? I currently pay $48 per month with tax. I probably would not. So on FirstNet, you're getting like the top of the top priority level, and you're getting access to band 14, which candidly, I have no idea what kind of specific difference that makes, but that is additional spectrum available exclusively for you and other FirstNet customers that could potentially help alleviate congestion in a particular market or area. So that's what I would, if I were in your shoes, I'd probably stick. Granted, if you wanted to save a bunch of money, I mean, US Mobile Unlimited Premium, $27.50 a month or $329 up front for your first 12 months. That's not bad. That's actually quite good. That's actually quite good. So, wow, and this ends. Has this ended already? 10/6, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, this is officially ended. That's hilarious. But maybe not. I bet if you tried to sign up, it might still work. Mark Webb. Have a 20% friends and family discount on T-Mobile Magenta Plus. Want to upgrade to from an iPhone 12 mini to an iPhone 17. Customer service told me I would retain my discount if I switch plans, plus $830 credit on my new phone. Deal. If I switch plan plus $830 on the new phone. So that is correct. It could be worth doing the math out. So if you switch plans right now, you'll still keep the 20% discount, I believe, but your rate is going to go up from the Magenta Plus rate to the Experience More rate. And then you would get $830 credit. I guess it depends how much you're paying for Magenta Plus. It might be worth just doing the trade-in deal through Apple to keep that lower monthly bill. I mean, Apple won't give you that much for it, so it could be worth, yeah, the 12 mini. Yeah, $100. Okay, all right. So Apple will give you $100. If T-Mobile, will T-Mobile really give you $830 for an iPhone? Let's find out. iPhone 17. Let's take a look at the promotions here. One thing I do love about T-Mobile's website is they clearly outline their promotions. You're going to want to be on Experience More. Here we go. On us with trade-in on Experience More or Go 5G Plus. This is likely the deal the rep was talking about. See details. You purchase the new one. You have to pay that $35 device connection fee. So $830 off. 12 Pro, 12 Pro Max, 13, 13 Mini, 13 Pro. Ooh. For a 12 Mini, it looks like you may only be eligible for, iPhone 12 Mini, $415 off. Now, this was the Experience More plan. So if we go back and you get the Experience Beyond plan, that means, no, $830 off, 12 Pro, 12 Pro Max, 13, 13 Mini, 14, 14 Plus. At most, Mark, I'm seeing you are eligible with your 12 Mini for $555 off. So, and that is on T-Mobile's new most expensive plan, which without any discount is, what is it, like $110 a month? Let's find out. Pop this down. Experience Beyond, $100 a month plus tax, probably easily like 105, 106. I mean, you would get your 20% discount, and so that would knock it down to what, like 86? That's still expensive. And you wouldn't get the credit that they're offering, that they're suggesting you would receive based on the information I am seeing on their website right now. So, yeah. I'd be hesitant. I would be hesitant, is what I would say. Could I get Experience More 55 plus? Yeah, Mark, if you are age 55 plus, then you would be eligible for that. And that could knock it down. It sounds like you may only have one or two lines, though. And, I mean, really, you would save a significant amount of money going with a prepaid carrier in that scenario. And I'll show you what I mean. So this is the spreadsheet that I made for comparing the cost. We're looking at trading in an iPhone 14 Pro Max right now, which is, probably not ideal because you have an iPhone 12 mini, but it's a reasonable proxy because you can see going with Apple, trading in directly with Apple and getting an affordable plan, $25 a month, that ends up saving you quite a bit of money in the long run, $566 per year for upgrading every 3 years. So in your shoes, like Apple will not give you a whole lot of money for it, and you would get technically more value for your 12 mini by doing a promo through T-Mobile. But instead of paying $25 a month on your phone plan, you're paying the, I mean, let's find out exactly how much you'd be paying. I think I actually have that on my site. So T-Mobile Expereince Beyond, and yeah, it'd be this military one. So that's 85. If actually no, that's wrong. Age 55 plus. Have I not added that in? I might have added that in. Let's go to the T-Mobile website. Yeah, age 55 plus. Okay, that actually was correct. 85 a month. And then let's call it $91 after tax. You get a 20% discount. So it'd be probably $72. That seems reasonable. $72 a month. It's still expensive, right? Like 72 minus 25. That's $47 a month extra. You'd potentially be paying on the phone service. So it may be worth considering a prepaid carrier or another option. Not to say going to T-Mobile's bad. They'll probably give you a great experience. You can go to a store, they'll do the trade-in for you, and that can be really nice. I think going with a prepaid plan could potentially save you quite a bit of money, is what I would say. So yeah, generic channel is saying the big carrier one-line plans are not worth it compared to the MVNOs if you don't need a lot of hand-holding. Yeah. And I would argue you can go to an Apple store and they're typically really good at helping you set up a device. You buy your new iPhone. If you get the iPhone unlocked, then you're going to be good to go. It'll work on any plan, any carrier. Apple's usually really good at helping you transfer your data over from your old iPhone over to your new iPhone, get everything set up and squared away. And yeah, and then you can use it with a prepaid plan. Mark, they say I get a $1,100 credit on a new phone every 2 years. So with Expereince Beyond, with Expereince More, that is technically correct. But here's what's misleading, right? To get the promotional credit they're advertising, the $1,100 off, you need to have the new device to do that. So with your 12 mini, you're simply not going to get that. If you sign up for Expereince More, where is that? Expereince More, and you trade in an iPhone 12 mini, you will get $415 off. Okay, $415 off for a 12 mini. Then, once you have your new phone, you will be eligible for $1,100 off every 2 years. And that is absolutely correct because 2 years ago, Apple launched the iPhone 15, and you can see the iPhone 15 is eligible for the full trade-in promotional credit. So that is true. But again, I've done the math out, and for a single line, if you upgrade every 2 years, let's just group this by lines. The most affordable option is trading in with Apple directly and getting a prepaid plan that's $25 or less. And the second most affordable option is doing a trade-in with Apple and getting any cell phone plan that is $45 or less. And at this price point, $45, I mean, you can literally get a premium plan that matches the features of the premium plans that the postpaid carriers offer. So I would encourage you to consider that. I mean, one example here, I'll give you a concrete example of something you could do. You could consider going with Visible, or maybe Mint would be better suited, but go with Visible. Actually, I want us to like shop phones. Here we go. Visible is a great example because you can see iPhone 17. They're completely sold out. That is crazy. But you can buy the iPhone 17 for $830. And you can choose, if you wish, you can choose to finance that with Affirm for 36 months, $23.03 per month, plus the $25 Visible base plan. You're looking at under $50 a month to get an unlimited plan and a financed iPhone 17. Like, in my opinion, that is a much better deal. So I would encourage you to consider that. Tom is saying, I have a friend who works at a T-Mobile store inside a mall that has an Apple store and says the Apple store is really bad at helping their customers with activation, so results may vary by location. Hey, that's totally fair. I guess my experience is I go to the Apple store and I'm like, I just need the phone. Please do not help me set up anything. I am here solely for the phone. I bought it like unlocked. Give me the device and let me get out of here. And that's how it goes for me. So I have a great experience every time. Rafi is saying band 14 is only exclusive to FirstNet during an emergency. Otherwise, band 13 is available to all users on the AT&T network. Is that true? My understanding was that it was only available to customers on FirstNet. You had to be an actual FirstNet customers. What's the oldest iPhone you currently own? I have the iPhone. Here, I'll grab it for you. Oh, I think the headphone cable will reach. Oh. It's this guy. This is it. The current oldest iPhone in the inventory. I think I tweeted about this, and I said it was the iPhone SE, if you guys remember that, the first gen SE. I was mistaken. This is not an SE. It turns out Apple did, get this, they did S-year models. So this is an iPhone 5S. Do I know where it came from? No. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. I think it was like one of my aunt or uncle. Oh my God, guys, headphone jack. That is crazy. Aunt or uncle's phones, and I have it. And it's so tiny. I can't believe we used to use this. Like, that is wild. That is so wild to me. It looks really nice. Solid aluminum, I guess, yeah. And it's totally dinged up, but the color of the aluminum is not that much different than the raw aluminum. So the dings, like, they're there, but they're not as prominent as they would be. Like if I dinged up the 17 Pro in blue, that is the biggest negative of this color, is just how easily it will show marks and scratches, the anodized aluminum portion. So this will get dinged up like crazy. But that's the oldest iPhone I currently own. And I'm hoping to trade it into Apple and have them safely dispose of it because I certainly have no use for it. Mark, oh yeah, absolutely. Let me share that spreadsheet with you. Bam. Share. Oh, I think I have to share it from a different account. Boom. I'm going to make a video on it at some point. I keep saying that. Copy link. And people, sometimes I get emails, people requesting to edit the document. Just go ahead and duplicate the whole sheet and you can mess around with it. So that's what I would say. I just did the Visible 6-month Pro Plus deal, and it's so much better than the trial. Yeah, it's interesting. I think the trial is deprioritized. So you're going from deprioritized data to priority data. It can make a really big difference. Void, is it true T-Mobile is starting to shut down LTE? I think there are rumors of, an internal document going around. So that's interesting. Wow, all right, I am mistaken. Rafi is right. We all enjoy FirstNet bands in a non-emergency. That is honestly huge. That is honestly huge. Gabriel, have you seen the OnePlus 15 trailer? I have not. I have seen, I think they made, what was it? OnePlus in sand? We should just go to the OnePlus site, see what's cooking. OnePlus 13, OnePlus Pad 3, OnePlus 12. Man, I used to remember when they were bigger in... How are they already on 15? I'm on the site right now, and they're very clearly on 13 and 13R. Agree and proceed. You can have my cookies. And there's the 12. Good times. I really enjoyed their software when I had a OnePlus phone. It's pretty good. Cool 30. Hello, Stetson. Is buying Visible on Best Buy worth it? I think you'll probably get a better deal and discount from the Visible site directly. Like, we go to Visible site. What are they doing right now? We go to deals, see our deals. They are doing Score Visible Plus Pro for basically 50% off for 6 months. $135 upfront for 6 months of service. Super awesome deal. You can save up to $120 on Visible with a back market phone. That's a pretty good deal. You can give a full year of visible service. That's actually super cool. Like I could give you guys a full year of visible service. And then financing, yeah. I don't think you're going to get the Visible Plus Pro deal through Best Buy. And so I would encourage you to sign up online, is what I would say. 15 is coming soon to the US. Interesting. 4 is an unlucky number in China, so they skipped the 14. Smart. 13 plus 1 equals 15. Of course, of course. 1 plus, okay, hear me out. 1 plus 13 plus 1 does equal 15. That is pretty cool. I want the 17. I'm on AT&T Family Unlimited plan. Unlocked iPhone as I travel. T-Mobile is also better in my area, so I'm considering switching. Could I keep my phone number? Yeah, William, you can keep your phone number and switch to any carrier you want to. I think for T-Mobile, Mint is pretty good. Nope, I take it back. Here's what's going on. Mint was great, and they still are really good. However, you can get something better. So Mint, they had a promo on their unlimited plan that is now ended. Their unlimited annual plan is now at full price. And that means for the same price, US Mobile Unlimited Premium is better. And I think US Mobile Unlimited Premium is on discount. So here it is. Yeah. Instead of $30 a month with Mint, you can get US Mobile's 27. Yeah, this is actually insane. You can get US Mobile's Unlimited Premium plan for $27.50 a month. It is upfront annual. If you don't want to do annual, you can do monthly. $35 a month. Honestly, insane. Tax and fees included. You are getting unlimited high-speed data. It is not priority data. That's actually so annoying. US Mobile's website just like highlights all their best features, but it's so network specific. So it's unlimited premium light speed is what you'd want. And you don't have to get this, by the way. You can get something even cheaper. But the light speed plan, annual option, regular price is $33 or $32.50, I think, which would end up being a little bit cheaper than Mint. Truly unlimited high-speed data, 50 gigs of hotspot, so 5 times more hotspot data than Mint Mobile, 720p video streaming. You can add a tablet as a secondary tablet line if you want to, and some of the best international roaming on any cell phone plan, honestly. International texting and calling to over 200 countries, 20 gigs in Canada and Mexico, and 20 gigs in 197 countries. So really good, really good. MVNO security compared to the big three carriers. Are they any better when it comes to data breaches? I never hear about a data breach regarding MVNOs. Yeah, I mean, it's funny you mentioned that, Nito. I was actually just thinking that as you asked the question. I guess I don't know is probably the best answer. I also think that MVNOs likely have fewer customers. So for a hacker trying to breach a carrier, it almost doesn't really make sense to try and go for an MVNO in my mind, right? Like they have so few customers. Like what is the value of that data set versus like you breach an AT&T system or a T-Mobile system and you get 90 million lines and all that information. That's, something like if I'm a hacker, that's what I'm thinking. Not that I am a hacker, but that's what I would be thinking. Yeah. I'm sure they're susceptible for the same types of breaches. They're probably just targeted a little bit less. That'd be my guess. Muskie, you're just talking about Mint Mobile and I got a Mint Mobile ad right now. That is hilarious. And I apologize for the ads, I guess. Ooh, interesting. MVNOs don't take social security numbers and addresses. It's a moot point. Vartan, that's actually a great point. Yeah, when you sign up for postpaid, you have to do the social security number. They run the credit check. They do all that jazz. They have that on file. That is valuable data. MVNOs, you don't need to do that. You can sign up, use a fake address because they're not really using it for shipping anything. If you sign up with eSIM, I should probably start doing that actually. Swap my address over. Yeah, someone was asking about that Google sheet. It's I'll share it again. Where do I keep putting it? Share it in the comment. It'll be share, copy link. It'll just be in a pinned comment after the live stream. So Mark Webb, with US mobile plans, when they say they offer international calling, does that mean free international calling or 25 cents a minute like T-Mobile? Yeah, Mark, great question. So the way it works is on US mobile's plan for the international calling specifically. So we're still looking at Lightspeed here. When you're traveling abroad, all right, when you're outside the United States, you're going to get 200 minutes, 250 texts, and 20 gigabytes of high-speed data included for free in 197 countries. That is on the Lightspeed network. On their other networks, Darkstar and Warp, that's AT&T and Verizon respectively, the number of countries varies. I think it's like 67 on Darkstar and 125 on Warp. But the feature set is the same. It's going to be the 200 minutes, 250 texts, and 20 gigs of high-speed data. While you're within the United States, you get international calling free to 200 countries, but it's variable minutes. And so to find this, just go to US Mobile site. Let's zoom out here. Features, and go over to international. I want international calling. Do they not link it? Like, what is up with that? All right. Instead of going to US Mobile's website, you go to Google and you Google, all right, US Mobile international calling. And then you will get to the international calling page. And here you will see what the unlimited plans include. And just scrolling through here, you can see a lot, like here, Afghanistan, 147 minutes. Scrolling through here, what else do we see? Cameroon, a little over an hour. We've got Ethiopia, 2 hours. We've got Guinea. Did I say that right? Anyway, under an hour, 57 minutes. We've got Haiti, 82 minutes. Honduras, 149 minutes, right? So they include a lot for free, which is incredible. Morocco, 42 minutes. That might be the shortest one yet. But there are some caveats, and it just depends what you're calling. And then I think someone else commented that, I don't know if this is mobile to, oh, here we go. You can call all destinations for unlimited minutes from a landline. Interesting. Is that, oh, from their landline? Huh. I'll be darned. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that. But I think these are, I don't know if they're mobile to mobile or mobile to landline, to be honest with you. I imagine mobile to mobile. So if that's helpful. United Kingdom, yeah, we'll find it for you. We'll search for it. United Kingdom, unlimited. That's what it says. Bam. So if you get US Mobile Unlimited Premium, you'll get unlimited minutes to the United Kingdom. All right. Hippo 13. Stetson, we have an AT&T family plan with 4 lines and unlimited data. 22 gigs of high-speed data altogether. Wait, that's crazy. $300 a month? What? Where is this happening? Yeah, I would say you probably could benefit from switching to probably anything else. Yeah, no, on a serious note, I think US Mobile could be a great fit for you. So you can keep, you'll probably love this. You can keep the unlimited data. US Mobile, you don't even need unlimited premium. You can do unlimited starter. And actually, don't tell anyone that I told you this, Hippo13, but wait until tomorrow. Okay, there is a promotion that is coming out that will be perfect for you from US Mobile. So wait until tomorrow. Don't tell anyone that I told you that. I probably wasn't supposed to say that, but wait until tomorrow. You will love it. Anyway, the US Mobile Unlimited Starter Plan, it'd be $100 all in, taxes and fees included. If there were some crazy promotion that came out tomorrow, it might be even less than that. But let's just go with it. $25 a month. Unlimited high speed on each line. It's going to be deprioritized. I don't think that's going to matter that much, but if you need the priority, you can go unlimited premium. 20 gigs of hotspot, which is probably plenty. And I mean, this will meet the needs of everyone and cut your bill by exactly $200 a month. The one thing to know is when you go with a prepaid carrier, such as US Mobile or Visible or Total Wireless, you're not getting the phone deals. So in your current AT&T plan, it could be possible that some of that bill is your phone financing credit. Do I have the AT&T website? It could be a phone financing payment, right? And so you're not going to get the $1,000 off the new iPhone 17 Pro. And technically speaking, from the spreadsheet, for if you upgrade every 3 years and you've got 4 lines, technically being on AT&T Unlimited Starter and doing the promos is slightly more affordable, but it's not that much more affordable. And you get way more freedom and flexibility on US Mobile. And if there were a crazy promo that were to launch tomorrow, you might save even more money. So that's what I would suggest. I like seeing all the people that are joining. That's funny. Rafi's bringing up a good point. It sounds like a grandfathered family shared data plan. If you wanted to stay with AT&T, even switching to their unlimited plan would be significantly different. Yeah, that's totally fair. And it is worth mentioning, if it is a shared data plan, now the promo that comes out tomorrow is going to be way better. So I'll save it. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, you definitely should consider switching. All right, we had some super chats come in. Thank you guys so much for the support. Let's dive in. Helium has a Sprout Kids plan now, $5 for 3 gigs. Yeah, that is worth pointing out. Is it on the Helium site? I think you might need to be an existing customer or something, but that is a really good plan for kids. 3 plans for free. All right, here we go. See our kids plan. Here we go. Kids starting at $5 a month. Air, Sprout, and Infinity. Huh. Sprout, 3 gigs. Yeah, 3 gigs, unlimited calls and texts, parental oversight, and cloud points. Should I try that out? I probably should. Add a kid to my family or to my plan. I'm gonna have more cell phone plans than actual lines here. I'm gonna have to start a family just to go with all the family plans that I have. I'm doing it in reverse order. Getting the family plan first, family second. Got to have those priorities straight. Big Davis 295. Can I get an iPhone 17 payment plan with one company and then switch to another company, pay it off, etc., finance through Verizon, switch to T-Mobile? You could. I'm not sure how come you'd be interested in doing that, but technically you could. Oh, are you thinking of doing the T-Mobile switch? Big David, I think I'm on to you, man. Yeah, that's actually not a bad move. So hypothetically speaking, you could potentially, let's pull this up for you, be on Verizon and grab an iPhone 17, get that awesome sage color, right? Like our friend Tommy is getting, which looks incredible. Or you can get my personal favorite right now, Miss Blue. And then you could consider doing that T-Mobile, what is it, like buy out contract. All right. Freedom. Say yes to the best network. Will help pay off 4 of your current phones up to $800 per line via a virtual prepaid card and hook you up with 4 phones on us, all for $100 a month. Never been a better time to join. So you could potentially buy the phone on Verizon, immediately switch to T-Mobile, and then T-Mobile would pay it off. The biggest caveat and catch to this method is that the iPhone 17 purchased from a carrier will be locked to that carrier. So this iPhone 17 will be locked to Verizon. If you wait the 60 days after Verizon unlocks it, then you could switch to T-Mobile and do this deal, and T-Mobile would pay out your phone. It does sound a little bit like a hassle to me, but that could be a way to get, 2 months with Verizon. I mean, the problem is the plan cost is so expensive. You're still probably better off going with a prepaid carrier, right? And doing something a little bit different, but this could work. So I hope that's helpful. Musi, does the 17 base share the same modem as the 17 Pros? Yes, that's absolutely correct. Whether you get the 17 base or the 17 Pro or Pro Max, you're getting the same modem. Only the iPhone Air has that new and different modem. iPhone Air has that Apple C1X modem, which I am putting to the test and doing a full comparison. And there is, just reading the comments now, there's one more cool thing. I'll show you guys in a bit. So yes. Jordan, bad pickup idea. Hey girl, you want to start a family? I've got a family plan. Yeah, I probably won't be adding that to my Hinge profile. I feel like that might be a bit of a red flag, but I'll be ready for it. When the time comes, I'll be ready for it. Hudson K got an ad for Mint Mobile on YouTube. Wow, they're targeting my channel like crazy. Can't wait to see the test. Yeah. Oh, do you want to see an early preview? Guys, I've been hard at work. Sometimes I feel like I don't do work, but other times I'm like, yeah, I do actually do work sometimes. This is crazy. Actually, I think I'm sharing the whole screen. Can you see this? No. Bam. This is it. I will zoom way in so you can actually see what is going on here. I have made an epic spreadsheet where I have run by location and device. I've run so many different tests. 150 to 300. What is that? I've run 361. Technically, the top row doesn't count. So 361 speed tests. And I've been testing cellular modem performance. And I've made this incredible sheet where you can pick. Right now, I've only done T-Mobile and Verizon. I know I've done so many tests, it seems unreal. But you select what you want. You select the location. And you can select either median, mean, or max. And you can compare results. A lot of people like median. Seems to be the best performance. Or the best one to use. And you compare download, upload, and latency. So you can see download speeds. In this location, iPhone 17 Pro Max was the best, right? We can do this location, LTE. How is LTE performance? Well, now the phones are actually very similar. iPhone 16 a little bit slower than the iPhone Air, 17 Pro Max, 16 Pro, funny enough in first. We can switch over to the T-Mobile network. We can do Garden Acres Park. You can see T-Mobile LTE, 17 Pro Max absolutely crushed it. 16E in the dust. But if we toggle this over to 5G, bam, iPhone Air in first place, surprisingly. Much to my surprise as well, iPhone 16 Pro tied exactly with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, a rare occurrence. iPhone 16e left in the dust. But one crazy surprise was actually Planet Fitness. iPhone 16e in first place, 1,462 megabits per second. Honestly, incredible. But take a look at the upload. The upload is where the magic is happening. Literally, 16 Pro, iPhone Air, best upload. Best median upload. Over double the iPhone 16e. Like, that is just so cool to see. And then we also have like a millimeter wave site. Verizon, 5G, and it was modern day alchemy. And this is where you can see the difference of having a modem with millimeter wave versus not. And surprisingly, the 16 Pro is actually performing better for me. 4,121 megabits per second down versus 3,850. Now, still superb performance. But yeah, you can see the difference. And then iPhone Air was performing better than the 16e. And look at the upload. 16 Pro, 415 megabits per second on the upload. That is wild. Anyway, so I'm doing work. I'm testing modems. I will have a video. I was doing some low coverage tests today. It's all happening. It's all happening. Yeah, mostly mid-band. Most of those locations have 5G and LTE. I'm interested to know if more interference gets worse as more iPhones start to use the same antenna. Big David 295. Hypothetically, of course, would it save phone costs and contract time if it was with Verizon until it unlocks? Yeah, it probably would. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, doing the math out. So you do a trade-in on Verizon, or you finance it. You don't even have to do a trade-in. You're getting the phone, $800. Let's say you do a trade-in. It's $800 off or free. Let's say you don't trade it in. Let's say you have to pay for it. What is that? Like 800 divided by 36. You'll pay $22.22. So for 2 months on Verizon with a financed phone on the base plan, that'd be like 80, let's call it 85 a month for 2 months. 85 a month for 2 months. Plus you switch to T-Mobile, they'll buy it out. That would zero out the phone cost effectively. And then you just have the T-Mobile bill, which I don't know if you can get that on Essentials. Let's assume it's like Experience More. It's going to be, let's do 90, and then the remainder of the year would be 10 months. $1,070 is what I'm getting. Okay, I can throw this in the. Actually, can I move this screen? Yeah, perfect. This is. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's back. Perfect. It's gone. It's back. So $1,070 is what I'm getting. Estimating 2 months on Verizon at $85 with the phone in the plan. And then you switch to T-Mobile after the unlock. And then we're calling T-Mobile $90 a month. So $1,070, and the phone would technically be unlocked and paid off. If you were to do something through Apple, I mean, it'd be a little different. You could potentially finance it, right, with their options, or you could do like Visible's financing option, and that would be shop all phones. I mean, they're sold out, so it's almost kind of bad to use them as an example, but we can still try. $23 a month. Let's round up. Let's say it's $50 a month with Visible. 50 times 12, $600. I don't know. Even after 1 year, it seems like you'd be spending less with a prepaid carrier. Granted, this is financing with Visible, so it's kind of cheating because the device is not paid off and you are financing it over the full 2 years. Or I guess that's technically a 3-year financing agreement, which is essentially even more non-comparable. But yeah, I mean, hypothetically, I think your plan would probably work, and it might not be a bad one. So, Mark, thank you so much for your generosity. Appreciate you. When you do the speed test, do you change servers? Is Pro faster than non-Pro servers? So for the speed test, I have been using the Salt Lake City, Utah server. I've been finding it's been excellent for me. I mean, you can see from the results that it was getting incredibly good peak speeds, like 4,000 down is insane. And then I think I did LTE here, and you can see the difference on LTE is like marginal, extremely marginal. Well, upload, I guess, was a little bit different, but download, very little difference. And yeah, so mostly the same server. It's the Salt Lake City server. It's not a Pro server. Pro servers sometimes can have better performance if there's a little bit less congestion, but the truth is all servers on the CoverageMap app are rated for 10 gigabits per second, so it should be all good. Tommy, I appreciate you. Don't forget to like the stream and subscribe. Yeah, if you are interested in cellular modem performance, I am not doing this for nothing. I am waking up. The other thing is I am running these tests at like 5:30, 6 in the morning when there is little to no congestion. And it's going to be awesome. Like I've got so many video, like every result that you see here is backed by a video clip of that test being run, which is nuts. T-Mobile, where else we're running? Garden Acres Park. Oh, I guess 5G was in a different spot. I was just at, it's called Yellow Park. And this is an area, this is like a cell edge. And you can see, for whatever reason, iPhone 16e crushed it. 17 Pro Max also did quite well. 16 Pro, I wasn't there. 16e grabbed onto something. But I came back. I did this location again. So I'll get those uploaded soon. But it's pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked on this. I'll share the full spreadsheet probably. And I mean, if you're interested in like doing this yourself, it's set up where you can go to the raw tab and I literally just paste in the data from CoverageMap, like copy paste it in, and the spreadsheet is all these formulas where it automatically creates this summary sheet, and then the ranking sheet is just filtering the summary sheet. It's pretty cool. Shyam. Stetson, I am planning to get out of my friend's AT&T plan and planning to get a prepaid plan. Which one would be the best deal? Currently, I'm planning to change my phone from a 14 Pro to the 17 Pro Max. Yeah, Shyam, this is a super easy answer for me, at least. You might not like to hear it, but it is the most affordable option. So the move is to get a 17 Pro Max from a 14 Pro. According to this sheet I made with all of these calculations, for a single line, 14 Pro, it's going to be to do the Apple trade-in and a $25 plan, or an Apple trade-in and a $45 plan, okay? So trade in with Apple, and you can finance the phone, by the way. So here's the secret. Trading with Apple, you can do iPhone. Let's just do that iPhone 17 Pro. Sounds like you want the Pro Max model, so we'll do this specifically for you. 17 Pro Max. I think deep blue is the best color, although silver has been quite popular, and I've seen so many silver phones in my feed that it's growing on me quite a bit. 256 gig. You can do a trade-in. Trade in your iPhone 14 Pro. $320 off. It works. You have a couple different options. You can buy the phone unlocked at full price, $879, or you can choose to finance it. And if you finance it, I don't know if you have Apple Card, but you can do Apple Card. You get 3% back. Definitely the way to do it if you have Apple Card. If you don't have Apple Card, you can do the Apple iPhone payments, it turns out. And then all you do is select T-Mobile, do no Apple Care coverage, and you're pretty much good to go. Once you get your device, I think I have a video of this on my channel. Give me 1 second while I pull that up. Oh. Give me another second while I unblock YouTube from myself. My time management is too good. It's too good. What do I need? Freedom. End session. Yes. Yeah, I try and block YouTube because sometimes some individuals in this household, not going to name any names, spend too much time on YouTube. So you gotta go cold turkey sometimes and just hard cut it off. But when you're doing a live stream on YouTube, it's sometimes nice to have access to said platform. All right. And then how to bypass T-Mobile, or like how to finance. Boom, here we go. Finance unlocked. This is for you. So when you get your device, and the specific model that I got was the T-Mobile model, and I did it with Apple Card, but you don't have to do it with Apple Card. You can do it with the other method. You'll get this screen, potentially, when you're setting up your phone, asking you to transfer your phone number. You can bypass this. All you do is wait a couple seconds for me to finish explaining it in the actual video and get to the video footage, which is bam. All you do is tap continue, try again, tap continue, tap try again, tap continue, try again, and bam, new button called not now, and you can simply tap not now and continue setting up your phone, and you're done. And sometimes, so I noticed when I set this up as a brand new device and I did not sign into my Apple account, that's when I got that screen. When I did, I actually have, it was this phone. I'm using it as my personal phone. When I did sign into my Apple ID, I was never presented with that screen. So yeah, super easy, super easy. Can you tell that who is doing the most tests in city? I'm not sure 100%. Nino, our existing T-Mobile plan is the cheap essentials plan. What other T-Mobile plan could we sign up for yearly upgrade for a similar price? That is tricky to say. Oh man, we have so many super chats coming in. Let me do that first. Man, you guys are the best. Oh, they just came in. Dang. All right, well, Nino, I'll quickly answer your question. So for you, if you want to upgrade every single year, then the best option for, it depends how many lines you have. We'll just go through all of them. For one line, it's going to be doing a trade-in with Apple and getting a $25 unlimited plan. Runner-up, AT&T unlimited starter with Next Up Anytime. Cheapest option with T-Mobile coverage will be the new T-Mobile Essentials plan. And that is because you can trade the phone in directly to Apple and then get the Essentials plan, but that's a horrible idea. You should get like US Mobile Unlimited Premium instead. That'll be even cheaper and a way better plan. For two lines, Apple trade-in is still the most affordable. Then you've got AT&T Next Up Anytime, then T-Mobile Essentials. Honestly, Experience Beyond, not horrible. I would either, if you want T-Mobile coverage, I would probably do, I mean, who am I kidding? For two lines, I would do a $45 plan, and that would be US Mobile Unlimited Premium in my book. That's probably the best bang for your buck on the T-Mobile network. Three lines, though, this is where T-Mobile Experience Beyond, hands down, second most affordable option. You get that free new phone every year. Super worth it. 4 lines, Expereince Beyond, also a phenomenal option, even cheaper than doing the Apple trade-in. So if you like upgrading every year, Expereince Beyond is probably what you want to look at on T-Mobile. But again, depends how many lines you have. So I hope that's helpful. All right, we had some super chats coming in. You guys are the best. What are the economics of dealing with the massive bandwidth on a free service like CoverageMap that can't be cheap, or is the data the main product? Yeah. No, we are losing money. Thank you for asking, Jordan. We do have, so we pay for servers. It's not that bad. I think it's like, I don't know, a couple $1,000s a month in hosting costs. So we host our servers that people run speed tests to. We do have to pay for the data and the bandwidth. So yeah, we're just like covering the costs and trying to make a really cool product that does 2 things. Number 1, it's available for you, so you can contribute to it. You can see it get better, and it provides valuable data for consumers. And number 2, we are hoping to monetize and sell that data to companies to become a profitable company and be able to improve the experience and features on our app and website and all that stuff. So that's what we're doing. We also ran into a crazy glitch where if you check the CoverageMap app, let me pull it up on this phone right now. If you go to the speed test servers, you'll see the top server. You see what I was that orange globe icon? It turns out that is hosted through Cloudflare's CDN. And for some reason that I simply don't understand, Cloudflare doesn't charge us for data usage on that. So that is extremely cheap for us for some reason. And a lot of tests, I think, tend to default to that because Cloudflare has excellent performance. So it is not free. We do pay for it. And we're just trying to make an awesome product. So, and the data hopefully eventually will be the main product at some point. But yeah, it's make a cool map for you guys and then also try and make a cool project out of it, right? Like all of this is free for you to access and browse around, and every test that you run in the crowdsourced speed test map, it contributes to building a better map for everyone. So you can see where the fast speeds are and browse the super cool 3D view, which I forgot existed until right now. Dang, is this Colorado? What is that? Do you have to click the top of the square? I think I have to click. Is it Fort Collins? Jeez. Do I have to drive up there? 3,896 megabits per second? That's wild. I might have to suss that out because that's crazy. Anyway, appreciate the generosity. Chat, super chats like yours, honestly, they help cover our project. So thank you. All right, Big David, 295. You're still on this. Forgot the chair on top. Since T-Mobile pays it off, port out to prepaid. US Mobile Mint total is 50% off if you port. Yeah. Although we did hear Tommy sharing, I think earlier in the stream, it may not have been Tommy, but T-Mobile might be cracking down on that. So they might be either like charging back your card or preventing you from getting the full $800 in some form or fashion. I think charging back the card or something, which is unfortunate, but yeah. Harsh is saying you press continue, you'll get account information when you do your finance trick. That might be only for the base iPhone. Because I did it for the full video that I have on YouTube. This one. It's called How to Finance an Unlocked iPhone 17 Pro, Pro Max, or Air from Apple. If you do the Apple Card monthly installments, you can check out and they don't require any account details. So I hope that's helpful. Okay. That was Tommy. They'll charge your account the $800 that you have to pay back. So I don't know. I don't know exactly how long you have to stay at T-Mobile before they don't charge you back. If you leave immediately, they'll probably be pretty upset and charge you back. I don't know what the requirements are. But yeah. Yeah, we had another question. Have you considered partnering with carriers to get CoverageMap testing built into the carrier app? That would be pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I think that'd be pretty cool, at least, to get some data in there. I don't know if the carriers would like that, right? Like, they're giving us data that we can then sell to other companies. Like, wouldn't T-Mobile just want to sell that data themselves? But maybe they don't have the data. But they have to have the data. It's T-Mobile. How do they not have that, right? I'm open to it, but it is a business partnership. So it comes down to, you know, what Trevor and I decide is best for the company and makes the most sense. We'll see. We're trying to do some exciting things right now. It would be pretty cool if it was in the T-Life app, and just contributing. That'd be super sick. All right, Shyam, thank you, Stetson, for the answer, but I'm confused between Visible and Mint, which is good plan to go with. So between the two, look, Mint is good. It depends where you live, is really the bottom line here. So if you go to CoverageMap, CoverageMap.com, you can download the free app, by the way. Oh, let me share this on the screen. Free app. We have it available on iPhone and Android. And if you get it on Android, please consider leaving us a review because our reviews are poor, but we think the app is good. And if it's not good, let us know. But I think it's pretty good, so consider leaving a review. And it depends where you live. So let's do maybe Seattle, Washington as an example. Washington, boom. And you can see the coverage, 98.6, 99.4, 99.1. The speeds, wow, really good. I'd say probably T-Mobile's best in Washington, in which case I'd probably lean towards Mint. But as I was discussing, Mint's promo is over, so their unlimited plan is now $30 a month. And you can get a better deal from US Mobile, and I'll show you that right now. US Mobile, unlimited premium, light speed. And we'll do the annual option because if you're getting Mint, you have to pay annual. So we'll, you know, apples to apples, and then we'll do Mint unlimited. Annual. Boom. I had to compare. I got to update my $15 a month first year. Compare plans now. And wait a hot second. Wow. All right, Dot, I see your chat. We'll answer this question and we'll get to you. Yeah, oh wait, Tommy, that's a good point. Dish is embarrassing T-Mobile in their own homeland. Yeah, so Dish, RIP to the Dish network. Where did that tab go? Here it is. 286 down. That is actually crazy. So for comparing these plans, $30 plus tax versus $33 tax included. US Mobile is going to be cheaper, right? Estimated total, $32.50 versus $32.67. I mean, you could call it the same price, but US Mobile's going to be a couple cents cheaper after taxes and fees. More importantly, though, it's a way better plan for about the same price. You're getting the same unlimited, actually, you're getting better unlimited high-speed data. So US Mobile is deprioritized QCI 7 on the T-Mobile network. Mint, you get your first, I think it's your first 40 gigabytes. Is that right? Is it 35 or 40? I think it's 35. You get your first 35 gigabytes at QCI 7. Then you are further deprioritized all the way down to QCI 9. So you're actually, after you use 35 gigs, you're going to get a better experience on US Mobile. Next, US Mobile has 5 times the hotspot data. 50 gigabytes of hotspot compared to 10 gigabytes of hotspot. Other notes, better video streaming quality, 720p versus 480p. You got to enable the data waster mode on US Mobile. And then significantly better international features on US Mobile as well. So for the same price is a, in my opinion, significantly better plan. That is what I would go for. And then Visible is also a phenomenal option. Although instead of Visible, I'd probably consider checking out Total Wireless. I mean, I think Visible has a better app and mobile experience, but Total Wireless is a better value. If you bring your own device, 50% off, $25 a month for Total 5G Unlimited is phenomenal. $30 a month for Total 5G Plus Unlimited is also phenomenal. Get Total 5G Plus if you use Disney Plus. If you don't use Disney, then probably just get the regular Total 5G plan. So I hope that's helpful. Meaning to catch you on a live, so do your thing. Dot, you're so kind. And now it is time for you. Dot, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Love the channel. I have Mint Mobile Unnecessary $150 every 3 months. And my partner has Boost Mobile $50 a month prepaid. I want to add 2 lines and a tablet. What is the best carrier to go for New Jersey? Well, let's get the coverage down first because I think that's most important. So coverage search. Let's New Jersey. See what we got cooking here. I do have an idea in mind. The tablet's a little, well, I'll give you a couple options, I think. So looking at the results, RIP Dish. T-Mobile, weaker coverage but faster speeds. Surprisingly, AT&T seems pretty good. 6.8 out of 10. I'd probably lean T-Mobile or AT&T. Based on this data, I'd personally probably start T-Mobile, but definitely depends on what your needs are. In terms of, like, I guess if you did want to do a postpaid carrier, when you have 4 lines, it's not necessarily a bad value overall. So just to quickly show you that sheet, let's say you upgrade your phone every 3 years. You've got 4 lines. AT&T Unlimited Starter honestly could be a really good value plan. It's got all your core basics, and you'll get that $1,000 off promo credit. Cons, device is locked to AT&T. The tablet line is going to be like $20 extra, that kind of thing. Otherwise, you can do just an Apple trade-in and a $25 plan. But honestly, AT&T could be worth looking at when you factor in the device discounts and upgrading every 3 years. So that is food for thought. In terms of actual cost, I mean, what I'm thinking right now, and again, I'll say this, tomorrow might be a great time to consider US Mobile. But if you look at US Mobile's plans right now, you can do, 4 lines on unlimited starter. That'll be truly unlimited data on AT&T, which is going to be really good. Or it'll be $25 a month for 70 gigs on the T-Mobile network. Either way, 4 lines, $100 flat, and then you can add a tablet line either on unlimited starter, so just another $25, and you're at $125. You would actually cut your bill and add your 2 lines and a tablet if you did that, which is crazy. So $25 a line, including the tablet, or you could throw the tablet on a data plan by the gig, whatever it needs, 5 gigs, $15, something like that, or maybe 10 gigs for $20. That's going to be a really solid option. So I'd definitely consider that. The other option would probably be total. What's going to be the pricing for 4 lines? Oh, perfect. We have them up right now. Lines 4, done. 4 lines. I'd probably do total 5G unlimited. I would skip the base. 100, so a little bit more, 110 a month, but tax and fees included. And the perk, the big perk on total, they deserve credit for this. Their tablet line is unlimited. So if we do total wireless tablet, do I list that on the card? New unlimited tablet plans. I'm curious. Yes. Pat on the back. $10 for an unlimited tablet line. So all in, this is actually cheaper than US Mobile. $120 a month for truly unlimited priority data on the Verizon network. 15 gigs of hotspot, and then you can add your tablet line for $10, and it's an unlimited tablet line if you want the base one, which is probably all you need. If you need ultra wideband data, then it's gonna be $20, but that's still a superb deal. And I think we said Verizon was probably the slowest, yeah, but it has the most coverage. Look, between these, marginal difference between AT&T and Verizon, the value on Verizon is quite good, but it does kind of depend what, maybe you can talk to a friend or family or whatever. And you could potentially, if a crazy promo launched tomorrow, save even more money on US Mobile with that. So those are probably the options I would consider. If you're like, I want to go with a big dog, got to give AT&T credit where credit is due. They're doing all plans, get up to $1,000 off, and you could get AT&T Unlimited Starter and get $1,100 off, and that's totally valid. If you want to do prepaid, that's where I'd probably look at US Mobile and doing that method. You could also put different lines on different networks depending on coverage and such, or total wireless, I think is a really good value as well. So, Dot, I hope that's helpful. Definitely let me know if you have follow-up questions or something. Sad. Is Dish gone? Yeah, pretty much. They're selling their spectrum, or they sold their spectrum to AT&T. I don't know where they are in that. But yeah, their network is going to shut down effectively. I'm considering US Mobile. Their website confused me a lot. Their website is unfortunately hella confusing. They offer so much. It's gotten to the point where it's like, It's so good, and it's also so challenging to navigate, unfortunately. But I think my website is pretty good. And shameless plug, if you buy through my website, then I earn commission on that, so I appreciate it. Doesn't cost you anything extra. But yeah, you can see the full plan details on the site. And so that's sometimes helpful. Like if you do US Mobile, unlimited starter, they actually have 3 unlimited starter plans, Dark Star, Lightspeed, and Warp. And then they have annual versions and monthly versions. So anyway, everything shows up. You can see the exact features for each of those. The T-Mobile and Verizon ones, those are coming with 70 gigs. AT&T one is truly unlimited. And it's a really good plan. It's a really good plan. I think the best value on AT&T is probably what I would say. Musksy. I feel like I keep saying your name different every time. I apologize for that. I've noticed it. Musey? I wish I could hear you say it. That'd be like, that's how you pronounce your name. Anyway, thank you so much for the chat. Are you planning to test AT&T soon? I do have an active AT&T account. In terms of modem performance, I will be testing them. I am not excited to test them. I guess I did find there's a site in Longmont, but the problem is AT&T's 5G network, it's like not really rolled out in Longmont. And so I think we only have 1 tower with it. And that means I have to drive to Boulder. And my desire to wake up at 5 in the morning and drive to Boulder to run these tests is pretty low, to say the least. So I think I'm more likely to run tests. So I've done the 4 phones, the Air, the 16E, the 16 Pro, and the 17 Pro Max. I am going to do probably the 12 Pro, 13 Pro, 14 Pro, and 15 Pro next. And I'm just so curious to see what those results are like. So that's what I would say. The Subsonic Bassist, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. Have you ever done a deep dive into QCI level for prioritization? Is it a universal scale across carriers, or does each company treat this differently? Ancient Sumerian. Yeah, so it turns out I kind of have, and shout out to a friend of the channel, Zach. He helped me write this a while back. But let's see, QCI? No, priority. Yeah, what is premium data? Network priority levels explained. We wrote this article in 2021. It's probably outdated. I need to update it. I feel like every time I do this stream, I'm like, I need to update this. I might be over my head in terms of content that needs to be updated. But we did a deep dive on the network priority levels, and I'll give you a quick explainer here. Each one's different. So Verizon, 7 is ultra top dog. I've never seen a plan confirmed with QCI 7, but I have heard it is for first responder and business plans. QCI 8 is all the consumer plans, which, funny enough, I made this when play more, do more, get more, and all of those were a thing. Shout out. And then QCI 9 is deprioritized. So that's going to be unlimited starter, or excuse me, unlimited welcome now. Wow, that's crazy. And then a lot of the more entry tier plans from MVNOs. And I did a speed test video too, which was pretty fun. I would love to redo this, and it deserves to be redone, and it deserves to be redone in a way that probably tests the priority at a deeper level. AT&T, they utilize everything, but they've also switched it up. So QCI 8 is now considered priority data on AT&T. They actually bumped down Elite and Unlimited Premium and Unlimited Premium PL down to QCI 8, and they made QCI 7 their AT&T Turbo add-on. And so if you get AT&T Turbo, this is now a paid. So they took something that was included for free in their plans, and they made it a $7 per line per month add-on for all of their plans, which is, I think, a little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. Back to the site. That's QCI 7, and then FirstNet, and I haven't tried that yet, but seems interesting. I guess I do have an account. I wonder if I could get a business account with them and then measure that. That would be super fun. One thing at a time, though. I can't bite off more than I can chew, and I feel like I might have done that. Anyway, there's an epic speed test. And T-Mobile, they really utilize everything. So I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot with this methodology, but it is what it is. QCI 6 is all of their postpaid plans and prepaid plans except for essentials. QCI 7, this is considered deprioritized data. This is going to be Essentials, Metro by T-Mobile, Mint Mobile, US Mobile, pretty much all of the MVNOs, QCI 7. And then typically for most of these plans, after a certain allotment of usage, you're getting deprioritized all the way down to QCI 9. But before you get to 9, you have QCI 8, and this is hotspot data. And then you get to 9, and this is like mega deprioritized. So it's Essentials after 50 gigs of usage. I guess Magenta is no longer a thing. T-Mobile prepaid is after 50 gigs. I think Metro and Mint are 35 gigs, and the new Metro plans are 70 gigs. So that has been updated. And yeah, it'd be super fun to retest all of that. But that's your quick deep dive. So I guess I just made a video on it, but it's buried in this live stream at the 2 hour and 25 minute mark or whenever I started that. To quickly answer Matthew's question, Visible Base is going to be QCI 9 deprioritized. Visible Plus and Visible Plus Pro, I went up, but both of those plans are QCI 8 priority. Alex, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Hey Stetson, I'm on Verizon paying $117 a month for 2 years left on my phone plan. What's the quickest way to move to US Mobile? Or should I switch to AT&T first, stay for a year, for Pat to switch, and then move? Alex, I don't know if you will like this answer, but the quickest way to switch to US Mobile is likely to simply switch immediately. It's going to be an upfront cost to pay off the phone. It sounds like you're financing it. And if you have 2 years left, that means 3-year contract, you'll owe 66% of the financed amount. Assuming it was a $1,000 phone, that's going to be $666 up front that you have to pay. Probably not the end of the world, but you could switch to US Mobile and your bill would drop to, depends what plan you get, right, with them. But easily $25 or $45 a month. I forget where they are, so make a new tab. That's how I browse the internet. I just make new tabs. Look, even at full price, US Mobile Unlimited Premium, technically this sale ended, but there's a new one tomorrow that you didn't hear about from me. Keep that in mind. But even at full price, your bill would drop from $117 a month to $44. Best case scenario, it drops to $25. So let's do $117 minus $25, and you'd be saving yourself $92 a month. So 92 times, actually forget that. Let's take the 666 you owe, divide that by 92. It takes you 7 months to recoup the amount you paid off on the phone, but because, no, that's it. It would just be 7 months. Yeah. So I think that's the answer. That's my answer, at least. I don't think it makes sense to switch to another big carrier such as AT&T because, I mean, you could if you wanted them to pay off your phone, but I would just switch immediately. Yeah, that's my thought. I hope that's helpful. Ancient, thank you, and thank you, chat. Yeah, chat here is awesome. All right, what QCI is Simply Choice grandfathered plan, and what should I tell my uncle during my birthday to switch the T-Mobile plan to? It's cheap and good now. I love the channel. Yeah, honestly, if T-Mobile works for you and it's good, like you want to be at like that $25 to $30 per line per month price. That's what I would say. And then it depends how frequently you like to upgrade your devices, right? So you have to run the numbers yourself a little bit. I did a lot of the heavy lifting for the current plans. If you like to upgrade every year and you've got, it sounds like you got a family plan, I'll just ballpark 4 lines. Boom. Upgrading every year, Expereince Beyond is going to be a great value, but it's still very expensive at $758 per line per year. If you're upgrading every 3 years and you've got 4 lines, then all of a sudden T-Mobile Essentials isn't necessarily a bad value, $675 per line per year, right? And then Experience More becomes a better value than the Expereince Beyond plan. So it depends how frequently you upgrade, how many lines you have. If you're around that, $25 or $30 per month price, I'd probably stick, is what I would consider. Alex, all right, thanks, man. Hey, you're welcome. I hope that's helpful. And you're able to save some money. Vartan, Stetson, do you grab an Egg McMuffin on your 6 a.m. test? LOL. No, I usually just am like out the door as quickly as possible. Today I made coffee. That definitely helped keep me awake out there. And then I'll come back. It's no, it is wild. It's sometimes it's earlier. It's like 5:20, 5:30. Just wake up and go and speed test. And it takes a long time. So I'm running in CoverageMap, which is a free app, by the way, if you're interested. We launched this new feature where you can customize the test duration, and I've been surprised. It's made a big difference. So I switched it to the 15-second mode, and that's running a 15-second test for both the download portion and the upload portion of the test to really try and get the most accurate measurement possible. So that means each test is taking probably 30, 35 seconds. Say 35 seconds to run, and I'm running 5 tests on 4 phones. So 30, we'll do 30 so it's easy math. 30 seconds, 5 tests, 2.5 minutes, 4 phones. That's going to be 10 minutes, but I have to like switch them out, get the camera set up, and I'm doing 5G and LTE. So it's like 30 minutes to 40 minutes probably. I'm like sitting in one spot. And this morning, I think I went to the park for like an hour and a half. And I was just like sitting there running speed tests. Things were working, things were not working. So it was funny. So I come home and am famished and have breakfast. If I ever need to be awake somewhere at 6 a.m., I need industrial strength coffee. Yeah. That can help. That can help. TJ, hey Stetson, any idea if Go 5G Plus or Go 5G Next have data throttling at all? Yeah, I do know. So Go 5G Plus and Go 5G Next have 0 data throttling. It was the regular Go 5G plan that had 100 gigabytes of high-speed data before unlimited data at the QCI 9. So Go 5G Plus and Go 5G Next, you will never be slowed down based on how much data you use. Naturally, if the network gets congested, the speeds will slow down for everyone. So that's just how it is. All right, TJ, I think at that, I'm going to call it because I'm tired and 3 hours is a lot. And I heard some honestly great feedback from you guys that you like timestamps. And in order for there to be timestamps, that means I need to end the stream, re-watch the entire stream, and add timestamps. And so in order to do that, I think I'm going to cut the stream a little bit early, save myself a little bit of time here, and also make the viewing experience, the rewatch experience a little bit better for you all. So I think that's going to be it. Again, if you missed it, exclusive launch of Pronto Mobile. Where did that even go? I have like so many tabs open. Here it is. Pronto Mobile. If you're interested, you can go to this site. You get 30 gigs of free data, free for 30 days. They're really looking for your feedback to help make and create an awesome mobile network experience that eliminates dead zones. And yeah, it's exclusive for you. No one else has this. So do with that what you will. And yeah, Tommy, I will be watching at 4X. I crushed through it. I just got to focus in, lock in. Don't kid yourself. I appreciate that, Steve. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. And no, Tommy, yeah, I have a plugin on YouTube that helps me. I watch it like I can do 5X or whatever. There's no limit. Anyway, that's going to be it for this stream. You guys are amazing. Thank you all for tuning in for an awesome Monday live stream. Resources that were mentioned in this stream will be in the comment section of this video once the, replay is live. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys have an awesome Monday, an amazing rest of your week. And I will see you next Monday for another epic live stream. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.